Hello and good evening from the Danbury Ice Arena. The Black Bears YouTube page is on the air, and we want to thank you for being a part of this maiden voyage here on Friday, October 20th, inside the Danbury Ice Arena. Brooks Hill calling the action tonight alongside my partner Cole Parenti, providing the color analysis as we get set for the first of 18 matchups this season against the Danbury Hat Tricks. We will be broadcasting these road games on YouTube this season, and we are very happy that we are doing so. And Cole, a rousing defeat over the Elmira River Sharks on opening night as Binghamton was able to skate away 7-3.
Yeah, Brooks, it was a great win for them, and it's the two Bs. Build and build again. Build up momentum and build up your points as you go to bring the lead. We saw it with this Danbury hat trick last year. They built a huge lead in the beginning of the year, and it was hard to catch them by the end. And after that, how else are you supposed to find wins other than building up these points midway through the season? Once you start to get to that grind and get to game 35, 36, and the wear and tear starts going on your body, these are the games where you build up your lead, where you will make it count. You'll thank yourself now for games. You'll thank yourself later, I should say, for games won now. One of my favorite sayings is, playoffs aren't clinched in October, but they can certainly be lost in October.
Yeah, that's a really good parallel. One of the hockey games I was listening to this week in the NHL is that you can't win the Stanley Cup in October, but you can play yourself out of it very quickly by getting off to a slow start. Danbury 1-1 on the year. They had two games last week against the Watertown Wolves, and respectively, the home team won in the home-and-home series. 6-5 Watertown victory on a Friday night, and then Danbury returned the favor with a 5-2 victory here at home on Saturday.
Yeah, as you see our friends from the Danbury broadcast on your screen, we want to thank them for helping us out tonight. But yeah, Danbury lost on Friday basically to Trevor Lord and Tate Leeson.
Go ahead, finish your point.
And we'll see if they can match the big guns of the Black Bears tonight.
All right, while Doug and Jim are talking over on the Hat Tricks YouTube page, we will take our first time out. Come back with more on the Triple Cities Family Dental pregame show right after this.
Fans, Breast Cancer Awareness Night is this Saturday against the Danbury Hat Tricks. The first 2,000 fans will receive a rally towel presented by the State Farm Jim Rollo agencies. The Black Bears will also be wearing specialty jerseys for the first time this season. Get your tickets now at BinghamtonBlackBears.com.
Getting your hands on an all-new CF Moto side-by-side or four-wheeler is now easier than ever at ExciteMotorsports.com. Purchase your next power sports vehicle with our new, easy, and quick online buying experience. Browse inventory on ExciteMotorsports.com. Buy, get approved for financing and e-sign online right from your phone. Ride, have your new power sport vehicle delivered to your home the next day at no extra charge. Browse, buy, ride. Fun starts here at ExciteMotorsports.com.
All about you make me think of good things.
Good things.
Like calming tempers down.
Good things.
And passing them around.
So stand up and cheer. Well, that's gonna be a
good thing.
Advancements in new clinical therapies are made possible by heroes like you. Velocity Clinical Research is looking for volunteers to participate in clinical research studies. Compensation is provided. There's a Velocity location near you on Old Vestal Road in Vestal. Learn more about participating and becoming a Velocity medical hero today.
Whether you're a high school or college athlete or a weekend warrior, Guthrie is the area's premier sports medicine program, offering injury evaluation, concussion management, physical therapy, and more. With a full team of providers across New York and Pennsylvania offering same or next day appointments, Guthrie gets you back in the game as quickly as possible. Call the Guthrie Sports Medicine team today at 866-GUTHRIE or learn more at guthrie.org/sportsmed.
You can experience gig speeds with Greenlight Networks. Our reliable fiber connection provides fast, affordable internet, so you can accomplish more in less time. We're expanding coverage in many places in the Southern Tier, and we want to be your internet provider. Visit greenlightnetworks.com and click on Check Availability to see if we're in your area. Greenlight Networks, fast, affordable internet in your hometown.
For discounted name brand clothing and footwear for the whole family, Homer Men and Boys Store is the place to shop. In business since 1951, our woman-owned family business is known for treating their customers like family. And there's nothing more important to us than backing every sale with friendly service. Come visit us to see the largest pair of jeans in the world. Come see what we have for you.
Fans, Breast Cancer Awareness Night is this Saturday against the Danbury Hat Tricks. The first 2,000 fans will receive a rally towel presented by the State Farm Jim Rolo agencies. The Black Bears will also be wearing specialty jerseys for the first time this season. Get your tickets now at binghamtonblackbears.com.
Getting your hands on an all-new CF Moto side-by-side or four-wheeler is now easier than ever at excitemotorsports.com. Purchase your next power sports vehicle with our new, easy, and quick online buying experience. Browse inventory on excitemotorsports.com. Buy, get approved for financing and e-sign online right from your phone. Ride, have your new power sport vehicle delivered to your home the next day at no extra charge. Browse, buy, ride. Fun starts here at excitemotorsports.com.
Welcome back to the Danbury Ice Arena. Thank you for listening along on the Black Bears YouTube page, as well as they get some fans out on the ice, I believe, for the presentation of the national anthem here tonight. You're listening to the Triple Cities Family Dental pregame show. Triple Cities Family Dental makes your smile their priority. Schedule an appointment by calling them at 605-545-4148 today. We've already gone through the highlights from the previous game on opening night against the Elmira River Shark Skull, and now time to take a look inside the Tully's Coaches Corner. I caught up with Brant Sherwood before tonight's game and was able to pick his brain very quickly. Man on a mission tonight, as you could expect. Very determined to start this game off on the right foot and to skate away with 3 points if possible. So I will turn myself down, and you're hearing me right on the other side. I'm joining with Brant Sherwood. Pre-game discussion brought to you by our friends over at Tully's. Joined right now by head coach Brant Sherwood in the Tully's Coaches Corner. And Coach Sherwood, you got this big game circled on the calendar. It's the first return of many this year to the Danbury Ice Arena, but I know you were talking about it earlier this week that this game means a lot to the guys who are returning from last season.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a lot of unfinished business, being back in this locker room. Makes the hair come up on your skin. You want to kind of give it a little payback, but also a lot of these new guys, they don't even know what happened last year, so they're fresh-minded and they're ready to go, and they're just ready to play some hockey. That's it. We'll ignore the noise.
Now, speaking of noise, it is a big home ice advantage here tonight. I think you were playing on to the punt a little bit right there, but first road game of the year, and how do you think the guys are going to respond?
I hope well, a couple curveballs, but other than that, we should be good. We should be ready, and that's one of the things I wanted to be better at was our road game, so hopefully we come ready to play and don't just rely on our own barn.
All right, Coach Sherwood, thank you for your time. Good luck tonight.
Yep, appreciate it.
That was Coach Sherwood before tonight's game, and Cole seemed like he was a very determined man on a mission here tonight.
Well, yeah, when you get knocked out of the playoffs by any team, you're determined to show them what you're made of the next season. But when it's 2 seasons in a row, like the Black Bears and Danbury have faced off, it's even more of a determination. Tyson Kirkby is a guy I'm going to highlight in the beginning because he was a part of both those playoff series. Him and Matt Boylard, I should say, the only 2 that were around for both of those. So we will see how they respond and how they look to attack this Danbury team very early.
You're getting a look at the Danbury Hat Tricks starting lineup announcement, and just a quick YouTube 101 for how things are going to probably work this year on the road for everybody is we are thankful for our friends over at Danbury, Doug and Jim, who have allowed us to plug in to their center ice camera. So we are not controlling the cameras all night long. It'll be whatever the Danbury video crew is showing at the time. So if you see Doug or Jim on camera. Don't freak out. You're still watching the Black Bears YouTube. It is just their camera. We do not have our full video team like we have at home. We'll see them tomorrow night, and it'll be the same thing. So whatever Danbury is showing on their screen, that's what we're going to get to see on YouTube and on our monitor up here at the press box inside the Danbury Ice Arena. Cole, let's get to tonight's injuries and scratches brought to you by our friends over at the Court Jester Athletic Club. For Binghamton, a couple of scratches and some new guys getting into the lineup tonight, as well as Narek Alexanian will play his first game with Binghamton. And Connor McAnanamaw draws into the lineup. More on that in just a second. The scratches, Alex Gamzatov, Connor Smith are on the scratch list for tonight, and Sam Levecki, the third goalie, out tonight. So those are the scratches for the Black Bears. Good news, nobody hurt yet. Knock on wood a couple times there. In case you believe in the announcer jinx, I do not. But for the Danbury Hat Tricks, only not too many scratches. I believe everybody is available tonight, as they just got Parker McCollum back from the Huntsville Havoc, and he'll be making his pro debut here tonight.
Yeah, another rookie goaltender. The Black Bears have seen a lot of those over the course of their tenure here in the FPHL. Not last week with Spencer Kozlowski, but today they will see McCollum. They were very used to seeing Brian Wilson last year. Not the case for this Danbury Hat Trick team this year. It's a McCollum and Frankie McClendon tandem they go with. That's a main point for this Danbury Hat Trick team. They have lost a lot of guys to call-ups. So this is not the same team that you saw last year win the championship. Similar, but not the same. As you see, Dustin Gesso, champion with this Danbury Hat Trick team, is going to receive his championship ring here.
Yeah, greeted by Billy McCreary and Herm, the general manager. Gesso, part of the championship squad last year, played in enough games to qualify for the ring. And now he's got the ring, and I think maybe a few words on the way out, but no surprise there. Got the hardware, and now it makes his way back over to the blue line. And now they're getting ready for the presentation of the national anthem. We will take a timeout, come back, and we are getting ready to go here inside the Danbury Ice Arena. Thank you again for watching the Triple Cities Family Dental pregame show. They make your smile their priority, and we'll be right back with our priority, the hockey game, right after this.
Fans, Breast Cancer Awareness Night is this Saturday against the Danbury Hat Tricks. The first 2,000 fans will receive a rally towel presented by the State Farm Jim Rolo agencies. The Black Bears will also be wearing specialty jerseys for the first time this season. Get your tickets now at BinghamtonBlackBears.com.
Getting your hands on an all-new CF Moto side-by-side or four-wheeler is now easier than ever at ExciteMotorsports.com. Purchase your next power sports vehicle with our new, easy, and quick online buying experience. Browse inventory on ExciteMotorsports.com. Buy, get approved for financing and e-sign online right from your phone. Ride, have your new power sport vehicle delivered to your home the next day at no extra charge. Browse, buy, ride. Fun starts here at ExciteMotorsports.com.
All about you make me think of good things.
Good day.
Like calming tempers down.
Good day.
And passing them around.
So stand up and cheer. Well, that's gonna be a good thing.
Advancements in new clinical therapies are made possible by heroes like you. Velocity Clinical Research is looking for volunteers to participate in clinical research studies. Compensation is provided. There's a Velocity location near you on Old Vestal Road in Vestal. Learn more about...
Welcome in for another edition of Black Bears Hockey. We are getting underway, and now, Cole, it's time for the starting lineups presented by our friends over at ANC. Let's start with the Danbury Hat Tricks tonight. They will go with Jim Jensen, the elderman on the hockey game tonight, 39 years old, from Maplewood, Minnesota. He's going to be paired on the blue line with Jared Yao tonight, 4 and 61 respectively, dressed in orange. And it looks like Daniel McKittrick, Johnny Ruiz, the captain, and Nick DiNicola will be the forward group for this Danbury squad. And Johnny Ruiz, a big factor in last year's playoff series against these Black Bears. He's going to face off with the line of Dustin Jasso getting the start in his return back to the Danbury Ice Arena. Brendan Stanko coming off a +5 home opener, and Tommy Ray scoring 2 points in his pro debut as the lights come on here inside the Danbury Ice Arena. And on the blue line, looks like they're going to give the nod to Daniel Stone and Liam Anderson, no relation to Jesse, as well. Those are your starting lineups brought to you by our friends over at ANC.
So, Brooks, I want to get to a point I want to ask you. When a guy like Dustin Gesto brings in that championship ring into your locker room, doesn't that motivate your team just a little bit more to go get one of their own?
I think so. I think Jasso knows that a lot of the attention tonight is going to be on him, not only from the crowd, but also from the guys dressed in orange. To say things were left on the best of terms, I think would be a lie. But new team, new colors, new hockey game as we are officially underway here inside the Danbury Ice Arena, live on the Black Bears YouTube page. Danbury with first touch of possession, but Jasso steals the puck and takes a first hit of the night off of Jim Jensen, one of the new signees on this Danbury squad. Daniel Stone jumps the rush as a little bit of smoke from the fog machine is still clearing down in the Danbury zone. Jasso draws a double team, but Stanko finds a loose puck, tried to center it to the front of the net, but instead goes off the stick of Ray, and Ray's going to force a pass all the way back in the defensive zone, forcing Binghamton to touch up. Going to get our first line change of the night here as Danbury tries to put it all the way down behind the net of starting goaltender Connor McAnanama. But Matu Boilar skating through center ice, and Stanko gets the blue line, throws it just off target over the shoulder of starting goaltender Parker McCullum for the Danbury Hat Tricks. Turnover, Somero gets over to the loose puck. All the way across the ice, Boilar's shot tipped on the way through by a Danbury defenseman. Ivashkin might have gotten hooked on the way through to that loose puck, but Danbury tries to clear, cannot. Somero's wrist shot, I believe, grazes the stick of Jared Yao, finds its way. All Binghamton here early. Ivashkin, wrist shot blocked by defenseman. Rebound off the crossbar, washed out. Rebound, they score! Justin Somero. No, excuse me, I believe it was Josh Fletcher. His first goal as a Black Bear, and Binghamton up 1-0.
Well, Nikita Ivashkin made his presence felt early in this game as he hammering away at the puck right there in the slot until eventually he rings the post, and nothing Parker McCullum can do once Josh Fletcher got in tight, as Binghamton now leads 1-0. Quick starts are always what you want, Brooks, and I don't think Coach Sherwood will be much disappointed with this one.
18:35 left to go here in the period as Binghamton scores first here on the road as Josh Fletcher catches in a loose rebound off of Nikita Ivashkin's wrist shot that was square off the crossbar. I think the referee absolutely right call, didn't go in, but Fletcher in the right spot at the right time, and he has his first as a Black Bear.
It's a game of inches, and it's a game where they don't ask how, they just ask how many, and for Josh Fletcher, that many is one.
Daniel Amesbury, always a topic of discussion when these two teams play, He's paired on defense tonight with Zach Pameleon, the Hawaiian, playing defense for the Hat Tricks tonight. He was a regular in the Danbury lineup last season. As now Austin Thompson puts it over to Tyson Kirkby, and now newly returned from loan, Lewis centers over for Thompson, and Kirkby and Thompson, I think, both fanned on a shot attempt. They didn't know which one was going to get it. Kirkby had the first chance, and then Thompson the second, finds its way down into the corner. Evan Lugo wearing a very familiar number to the Black Bears faithful. It's not Ojic, it's Evan Lugo wearing 96 tonight. As Stone wraps his man down to the ice, Black Bears might have dodged a bullet there on taking a penalty. Jesse Anderson playing defense once again tonight with Jasso, but the Black Bears cross the line off sides for a stoppage. And at 17-22, Black Bears up 1-0 thanks to Josh Fletcher's first as a Black Bear.
Yeah, something we didn't touch on in the pregame show, Brooks, is that reinforcements have arrived for the Black Bears. Mac Lewis is back, Justin Somero is back, and of course, a mainstay on that blue line for 2 straight years, Mathieu Boilard is back. Big additions here for the Black Bears. Always welcome to get
22
reinforcements.
and 22 on the wings against each other. McKittrick for Danbury wearing Jasso's old number, and Jasso wearing a white 22, as this is icing against Danbury. They did not have the red line, so this will come back into the Danbury zone. But while we have the chance, let's get into tonight's goaltending matchup brought to you by our friends over at the Thompson & Johnson Equipment Company. Parker McCollum making his pro debut tonight for the Danbury Hat Tricks, was just released from the Huntsville Havoc in the SPHL. And Connor McAnanama, say that 5 times fast.
No thanks, Brooks, you got it.
In pipe for the first time tonight for the Black Bears, has yet to see a shot. And we'll see how he does in his first touch. Now McKittrick coming down the left wing side for Danbury. Drop pass, and it's wide of the target. Looking for a tip play from DiNicola on the way on the far side. Gonzalez wrister kicked out with a purpose by McAnanama. There's the first time I have to say that tonight. Stanko over to the rebound, playing it over for his college teammate, and just so has some time and space and backhands it out. Alex Sanyon, his first shift along with Stanko. Right wing side, Stanko tried a centering pass but didn't get enough on the backhand there. Brushes off a Danbury defender, but in the process loses control of the puck. And McKittrick floats it all the way into the corner. Made sure to get the red line that time to avoid any icing infraction.
Yeah, didn't want to do it twice in a row and get stuck out there, especially with the dangerous threat of Nikita Ivashkin on the ice.
Ivashkin separated from the puck by the Danbury defense, but the Hat Tricks turn it right back over. The game's goal scorer, Josh Fletcher, plays it back into his defensive zone for Dan Weber. Played 2 games last year with the Black Bears up in Motor City as a rookie collegiate. As Binghamton ices the puck here, 15:55 left to go. Still waiting on that official announcement on the Josh Fletcher goal. It has not come through yet. So I don't know who to credit with the assist. I know Ivashkin rang it off the crossbar, but I don't know if somebody else touched it.
If my memory serves me right, if nobody touched it, I believe it'll be Samaro and Ivashkin, but don't quote me on that yet.
Oh, waiting for it to come through the official league website with the off-ice officials here in Danbury. As Yao's wrist shot, a high riser, takes a favorous bounce off the glass behind McAnanama's net. Binghamton does exit the zone temporarily, and now Boilar trying to jump the rush, spins off a hint. Puck, though, does get deep, and that's going to force Danbury to come 200 feet for the next offensive shift.
I believe they just announced that only Ivashkin got a helper on that goal, Brooks.
That would make sense if he stole the puck. I just didn't know if a Danbury player tried to play it over and Fletcher was the one to get over. But look, with a head of steam, Yao comes in. Danbury wanted a call. They weren't going to get one. Tyson Kirkby gets the red line, dumps it in on McCollum off target. Don't see it too many times in hockey where the goaltender freezes the puck behind the net, but a rare occurrence there. Maybe trying to slow the tempo as Pamela Leon gives the linesman an earful about that non-call, but unfortunately, linesmen don't make penalty calls.
Yeah, kind of voicing his concerns to the wrong audience there as the Black Bears line up here for a face-off to the left of Parker McCollum.
Yeah, Tyson Kirkby, Austin Thompson, and Mac Lewis in the spot of Andrew Logar as a shot is blocked on the way through by assistant captain J.T. Walters. Actually, for the Black Bears, all of the captains are on the ice right now. Anderson and Walters with the A on the sweater, and Tyson Kirkby with the C.
And just a quick congratulations, obviously, to Jesse Anderson, J.T. Walters, and Tyson Kirkby. All 3 of those guys, great presences, all deserved it. So congrats to them.
5 minutes gone here in period number 1. And Binghamton up 1-0 thanks to Josh Fletcher. Nifty play by Anderson, but this is offsides as the Trails linesman saw that one in front of the Danbury bench. That takes us to our first media timeout of the night. You're watching the Black Bears YouTube page, and Binghamton's up 1-0 on Danbury. Just over 5 minutes gone here in period number 1.
Are you looking for a new place to live?
Advancements in new clinical therapies are made possible by heroes like you. Velocity Clinical Research is looking for volunteers to participate in clinical research studies. Compensation is provided. There's a Velocity location near you on Old Vestal Road in Vestal. Learn more about participating and becoming a Velocity medical hero today.
Whether you're a high school or college athlete or a weekend warrior, Guthrie is the area's premier sports medicine program, offering injury evaluation, concussion management, physical therapy, and more. With a full team of providers across New York and Pennsylvania offering same or next day appointments, Guthrie gets you back in the game as quickly as possible. Call the Guthrie Sports Medicine team today at 866-GUTHRIE or learn more at guthrie.org/sportsmed.
Welcome back to the Black Bears YouTube page. Brooks Hill, Cole Parenti on the first road call of the season as you get a close look in that face-off win by Tyson Kirkby. Throws it on target, and McCollum just has to stand in the way, not let that one take a funny rebound. Stretch pass works out for Danbury. McKittrick with a lot of space and a wrist shot save made by Connor McAnanama. Danbury's offsides are going to be forced to touch up. And now Walters with time and space, the California kid, surveying the options, and I actually was told during the break that it's a Connor McCollum, not Parker McCollum, so my apologies to the McCollum family watching. So Connor McCollum in net for Danbury here tonight. As the Hat-Tricks now have the puck, that's Nick DiCola, run into by Thompson. Good backhand pass by Lewis, shot on goal, and the side of the net slapper by Stanko does not create a scoring opportunity. Teams jockey for it down low and behind. This is the extra forward Vaughn Clouston tonight, dressed in 20 in orange. Tries to connect on a stretch pass, leaves it just enough for DiNicola to nullify icing, as Binghamton's going to force the chase after it from behind their own net. Anderson over the red line. Linesman says, play on, boys. Danbury will comply. And Jared Yao reversing it around the boards. Danbury having a little bit of a hard time tonight in the first matchup here, getting out of their own zone so far. A lot can change as we're only about 7 minutes in. Another turnover by Danbury. Jasso has it on his stick. Tries to play it down low. Off a Danbury defender. Tommy Ray plays it off the boards indirectly. They play it around. Jasso, low angle off the side of the net. You know that was a heat check right there for Jasso. And he would have let everybody know about it. Shot from Anderson on the point is absorbed by a Danbury defenseman, and Jared Yao able to clear the zone. Anderson can't get over to the loose puck. That's not Michael Marchesand from last year's Danbury squad, who is signed up in the ECHL with the Atlanta Gladiators. Look out, Tommy Ray, partial breakaway, interfered with, but he gets it on net, and we continue on. No call either way here through the first 7.5.
Is Tommy Ray's speed not just killer right there, Brooks? It just showed on display how much of an asset he could be to Coach Sherwood's club.
Goal scorer Fletcher plays it all the way across for Weber. Weber, saucer up for Ivashkin, fanned on a one-timer. Led to another scoring opportunity for the Black Bears. Shots on goal early, 4-1, favoring the road Binghamton squad.
Just a little too much air on that
icing.
pass.
Danbury gets to a good spot, beating Weber to the dots. And now Boylar, with his head up, playing in his first game of the season. Dumps it in on the backhand. Somero giving heavy pressure on the way through to Kyle Gonzalez, one of the assistant captains for this Danbury squad. Crossing over with Kuznetsov, always has a dangerous shot. Centered out in front, too high, off the stick of a Danbury forward. Ivashkin jockeying for it, does get it out of the zone. That's always step one. Get it outside the blue. Force Danbury to come back. A wrister seen all the way by McAnanama, and here hold on for his third save of the night.
Yeah, Connor Seamack has looked very strong tonight in goal to start off. Hasn't faced too much on the net, but for what he's seen, he's really controlling his net, I should say, well. It looks like the Danbury Hat-Trick have picked up their intensity after that rough first few 5 to 7 minutes, and we'll see how the Black Bears can respond to that extra push from the Hat-Tricks.
What killed Binghamton last year against Danbury was the set face-off plays, and Pamela dancing right on in. Power move to the front in the blue paint, but it squirts out into the corner. Just like that. If you don't have your assignment off a lost draw on the offensive side, Danbury will make you pay, and they almost did right there for Binghamton. Now Pamela now plays it over for Jim Jensen. Looks like Amesbury taking this shift off for the time being. Walters will survey his options. Everybody for Binghamton getting set up. Brendan Stanko coming onto the ice for Tyson Kirkby as Binghamton's content to roll the line change right now, holding the puck. Best opportunity of the night for Danbury right there off that face-off is Jesse Anderson. Plays it across in stride for Stanko. The lefty shot is blocked away by McCollum. Anderson reversing it down low for Stanko, who just put that wrist shot on goal. And now Amesbury hits the ice and plays it up safely for the captain, Johnny Ruiz. Now Danbury comes the other way. Wrister dragged wide by Jacob Ratcliffe on the way through. Ratcliffe, one of those players who played last year, is too. Jesso with a nice little spinorama as he takes his first ride down to the ice by Xavier Abdullah. And those get tied up again. And we're going to have our first penalty of the night.
Just an unneeded penalty there from Dustin Jesso, who had his emotions boil over after he was taken down with no call on the play. He'll get tabbed with a holding, 2 minutes. And Brooks, we saw this last week in Binghamton. Jesso taking a penalty that's unneeded, and he does it here again. I don't think Coach Sherwood could possibly be happy with that.
All right, Black Bears are on the penalty kill. When we come back, Binghamton up 1-0 here on YouTube.
Advancements in new clinical therapies are made possible by heroes like you. Velocity Clinical Research is looking for volunteers to participate in clinical research studies. Compensation is provided. There's a Velocity location near you on Old Vestal Road in Vestal. Learn more about participating and becoming a Velocity medical hero today.
Whether you're a high school or college athlete or a weekend warrior, Guthrie is the area's premier sports medicine program, offering injury evaluation, concussion management, physical therapy, and more. With a full team of providers across New York and Pennsylvania offering same or next day appointments, Guthrie gets you back in the game as quickly as possible. Call the Guthrie Sports Medicine team today at 866-GUTHRIE or learn more at guthrie.org/sportsmed.
Welcome back to the Black Bears YouTube page. 10 minutes left to go. And Cole, the Black Bears find themselves on the Northeastern Striping Corporation penalty kill for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Dustin Jesso getting caught boiling over here right by the blue line as he takes the holding penalty. He was mad he didn't get a call and never want to take a retaliatory penalty. And here the Black Bears will take a look at this high-flying Danbury power play.
Yep, Binghamton, I'm not going to say the number, but was able to kill off all of Elmira's penalties last week.
That's a plus.
I mean, there was only 3. Now, Danbury Watertown had a plethora of penalties in both games. Both teams over 30 minutes of penalties both nights, I believe.
Yeah, the Black Bears looked disciplined in the first 2 periods. They let their heads kind of get away from them in the third. But no team is ever going to win games when their guys are in the box, so they have to make sure to keep a level head and keep themselves out of the box as the puck is down and we are underway.
Binghamton could not get it out of the zone after Tyson Kirkby had the opportunity. And now that's Nick DiCola. Plays it all the way across the ice. Ruiz down low, 1 touch. And McAnanamos stands tall. They had a man open right on the back door, and that was Brandon Stoichevsky. But instead, McKittrick just hammers a one-timer right on target, and McAnanamos makes the save.
Yeah, a very interesting play right there. It took everything in me not to just scream pass the puck at him, because shooting it right there, looking straight at the goalie, was never going to find its way past C-Mac.
Gets past a Danbury defenseman, and Pameleon's going to have to retreat into his own end. That allows Binghamton to change some of their tired bodies. And now a 200-foot breakout for Danbury on the power play. Hit a stick on the way through. Fletcher doing a good job being a pest. But now DiCola does cross the blue line. And McKittrick all the way at the top right corner of your screen, playing it back up to Ruiz, who's manning that blue line all the way across back door. Beautifully read by Anderson. Can he whack it out? No, first chance. Still along. Stoichevsky down low behind the goal line. 1-touch passing, kicked out by C-Mac. Now Binghamton does clear. Halfway through the Northeastern Striping Corporation penalty kill. They only get 2 new bodies on that line change. Danbury is on sides, and now Somero bats it off the linesman and forces Danbury to touch up, and it looks like Coach McCreary's club is going to make some changes as well, Cole.
Yeah, the Binghamton did not pick up Nick DiNicola as he was crossing his way down to the goal. Luckily, Josh Fletcher was able to adapt at the last minute to stop that pass from getting across, as Somero is giving a tough time here to Danbury trying to exit the zone.
And now Ratcliffe gets it out safely across the blue line. Still time left in this power play. Playing it all the way across for Evan Lugo. And Ratcliffe, opposite corner, plays it up to the blue line, hops over the stick of Gonzalez. And when you only get one hand on a stick like that, sometimes it creates a little jump on the puck when you're not holding it so tight, as Jasso has returned. Lugo, back check from behind, beautifully rebound. Still available, Kuznetsov backhander, might not have gotten to the net, couldn't see from this angle, but cleared down the length of the ice. However, since the Black Bears have killed the penalty, this is icing against the Binghamton squad.
Yeah, and with the flurry like that, all you can do is really ice the puck. At least Binghamton now can get reassessed 5-on-5. They don't have a full line out there. As you see, we have Alexeyon with Dustin Jesso just out of the box. So we'll look Binghamton to win this and kind of chip and chase to get themselves a line change.
Yeah, Abdella throws a shot that's wristed into the corner by the goaltender, and now Binghamton can change if they get control of this puck. Just so does. Tries to dance around Abdella, will not be able to, and McCullum just covers it up, and you know Just so is going to always draw a crowd in front of the Danbury net, and Abdella with a little bit of a late chest bump there, but cooler head's going to prevail this time around.
Just saying hello. I believe these Danbury hat tricks remember Dustin Jesso. If any inclination, they've really targeted him early. They got him to take a penalty. We'll have to see Dustin Jesso respond to the extra attention.
Stanko Jesso and Alexanian on the face-off unit. Binghamton will lose this draw. Chip in charge now for Danbury coming the other way. Brendan White played a couple of games in Columbus last year with the River Dragons. In fact, he played his first game with the River Dragons on a night that Binghamton was in Columbus down in Georgia. So a little funny little tidbit there. Alexanian's wrist shot blocked. Backhander tried to center up for Jasso. Still available. And Danbury just lost sight of the puck right there in front of their own net. And the net has come off. Jasso thought he had been tabbed with another penalty again, but no. Just the net comes off its pegs. We're reset and do it again with about 7 minutes left to go.
Brandon Stanko just has to smack that puck. He can't try to play it. He had a wide open cage to look at. If he would have just got a little bit of his stick on the puck, throw it towards the net off Connor McCullum, good things will happen. But instead, we'll get ready for a draw to McCullum's blocker side.
So, Fletcher, Ivashkin, and Somero, along with Anderson and Stone. Liam. That is.
Different look here for Coach Sherwood's team with the reinforcements arriving.
One back and a weak wrist shot by Anderson. Don't think he got all of that one there. And now a stretch pass, look out. Partial breakaway for Danbury coming on in, right into the glove of Connor McAnanamaw. Well, his best save of the night, Cole.
His best save of the season, Brooks. And Connor, C-Mac saw that the entire way. He came out, made himself nice and big, took the net away, and really gave the Danbury player nothing to shoot at there, which found the puck right into his glove.
Josh Fletcher and Ruiz do battle there. Johnny Ruiz gets the better of that faceoff. He tries a nifty no-look backhand pass all the way across. Almost worked out for Nick DiCola. As Amesbury had it stolen away by Somero. Plays it in down low for Pamelayon, and Pamelayon takes a rough ride. Helmet comes off. He's got to get to the bench. Binghamton has the opportunity, and Ivashkin has it roll off his stick at the last second. And now Danbury gets it out of harm's way. McKittrick 2-on-2, but they cross the line a second too early, forcing a Danbury offsides.
Yeah, great pressure there from the Black Bears to force a turnover. I think Somero just got a little too low close to the net. If he would have stayed out by the slot, it would have been a little bit of a better opportunity. But I really like what I've seen early from Nikita Ivashkin with his new line mates. He looked a little out of place last week with Dustin Jesso. Here with Somero and their centerman, he looks a little better. Their centerman is Fletcher, right?
Yeah, Josh Fletcher,
Josh
81.
Fletcher. He looks
him
better.
And, him and Narek Alexanian have been going back and forth so far here in this one. We'll see how that plays out through the remainder of this one. We got 6:15 left to go in the first period, brought to you by our friends over at Dragon Billiards Instruction. Proud sponsor of the Black Bears first period all season long. Kirkby will reverse it over for Walters. Danbury doing a good job in a 1-3-1 setup defensively and forcing Binghamton to take their sweet time breaking it out. Now Kirkby comes in, had it roll off of his stick. Lewis finds it, and Kirkby pinned up against the wall, loses it, and those are the kind of plays that you just kind of hate to see. You break into the zone cleanly, and you don't get a shot off. That play goes off the linesman. Walters over to the loose puck, chips it over for Lewis, hops his stick. Abdullah holds it in, and Lugo had it bounce right off of the tape into the blue paint. Luckily for Binghamton, nobody in front for Danbury, and C-Mac decides just to calm down and put his glove on top of it for a whistle.
Yeah, these two teams are opening up this game very differently. The Black Bears are throwing pucks at the net, making opportunities, creating things, while it looks like Danbury is trying to set up the perfect sort of play and look pretty rather than what works and is effective.
And it has looked very pretty. They've been inches away from probably 2 goals already, and this one is just so takes a rough ride into the bench, gets right back up, has some words for Jared Yao on the exchange, and now Ray with just so and Stanko on the far side. Look at Ray go. He's got a lot of speed. A wrist shot save made by McCollum. Held in by Weber as it's chipped on the backhand into the corner. Just so applies pressure, but Yao gets to a loose puck first. Flies it out, home run pass. Does not connect with Lugo, and instead it's Weber calmly reversing it over to Boylar. And Ray takes a little bit of a nudge, but the puck gets out of the zone, and that's all you can ask. Weber coming across, look out, partial break on the backhand, kicked out by McCollum on a changeup style shot, not having the fastest speed, but still effective, as it allows Binghamton to change some defensive players and get Ivashkin out there on the ice. Danbury still chasing the puck in their own end. Playing it all the way up now for Nicola, excuse me. Turns it over, and Stone will circle around his own net. Don't see that happen too often. Circle around your own net with the puck, but if it's, hey, all 5 players start the breakout now for the Black Bears. Somero crossing over the line. They're on sides. Held in by Stone. We have a penalty coming up. And it looks like the Black Bears are going to be headed to the power play after this timeout. Danbury guilty of a hooking infraction. We'll tell you all about it when we come back. You're listening to the Black Bears YouTube channel, and the Black Bears are up 1-0 on the road against the Danbury Hat-Tricks. Don't go anywhere, folks. Right back after this.
You can experience gig speeds with Greenlight Networks. Our reliable fiber connection provides fast, affordable internet, so you can accomplish more in less time. We're expanding coverage in many places in the Southern Tier, and we want to be your internet provider. Visit greenlightnetworks.com and click on Check Availability to see if we're in your area. Greenlight Networks. Fast, affordable internet in your hometown.
For discounted name brand clothing and footwear for the whole family, Homer Men and Boys Store is the place to shop. In business since 1951, our woman-owned family business is known for treating their customers like family. And there's nothing more important to us than backing every sale with friendly service. Come visit us to see the largest pair of jeans in the world. Come see what we have for you.
Welcome back to Black Bears Hockey on YouTube. We now have a Henny Hard Seltzer power play for the first time tonight in Cole. Binghamton 0 for a lot on opening night on the power play, looking to grab one here tonight and extend their lead.
Yeah, I was going to say, Brooks, they are still searching for their first power play goal, as now we have a shorthanded opportunity.
That's what happens when you fan on shots, and Justin Somero is going to want that one back. He resets. Power play unit for Coach Sherwood's club. Thompson, Kirkby, Anderson, Jesse, that is. Brendan Stanko and Somero held in at the blue line by Somero. Only place to throw it to the open corner. Thompson tries to get around Abdullah. This one's going to be cleared the length of the ice. And so far, 30 seconds in, nothing really showing for the Black Bears on this power play, but still plenty of time.
Yeah, they have an advantage, in my opinion, Brooks, this power play, with Jesse Anderson on the back end, a guy who's played forward a lot of his career. It's almost like having 5 forwards out there with the extra forward in Brendan Stanko, so we'll see how that translates here.
Kirkby up at the blue line, plays it down low for Stanko. Black Bears try to work it low to high. Anderson's wrist shot through traffic, fought off by McCollum. Rebound is available. Somero calmly gets it outside the faceoff dot. Stanko tries the one-touch pass on the back door, skips through the legs rather, of Jesse Anderson. Could have been a all-alone breakaway for Ratcliffe, but Anderson with a nice recovery. One touch up for Thompson at the blue line where he's waiting. Throws on a tight turn, lets the Black Bears get set up. 40 seconds left to go in the Henny Hard Seltzer power play. Kirkby's wrist shot kicked out. Rebound still available. Hack and whack time. And Thompson is grabbed a hold of on the way through, I believe, by Gonzalez. Binghamton trying to have the cooler heads here, skate away with still being on the man advantage. They have 32 seconds left to go on power play time. And finally got some good shots out there.
Yeah, players don't usually like when you're hacking and whacking at their goalie, but the puck was still available, so Austin Thompson has just as much of a right to play that puck as Connor McCullum. So I do not know why Danbury took exception to that, but nothing seems to come of it on the score sheet, as we'll reset with 32 seconds to go on this Danbury penalty kill, I should say.
Yeah, choose flavor, choose Henny Hard Seltzer, available in the arena. Proud sponsor of the Black Bears power play. And you know, last year, the first once Henny Hard Seltzer became the power play sponsor, Black Bears scored 2 goals up in Port Huron. As this puck is cleared down the length of the ice, McAnanimal is waiting for it with 2:30 left to go in the period, 20 seconds, so you're probably looking at your final breakout of this Henny Hard Seltzer power play. Liam Anderson now on the ice with Boilar, playing it over for Ivashkin. Ivashkin's got a load of steam. His wrist shot off the chest of McCollum, and he catches it in his glove as Yao and Jasso get chest to chest with each other again. And the linesmen on both sides very quickly to get in between those two players.
Yeah, this game is getting chippy fast. These teams definitely remember each other from last year, even with the new faces. But I think Coach Sherwood's really going to want to work on this power play, Brooks, as they're about to fall to 0 for 4 unless they can find some magic here with 7 seconds to go. It's not a power play that's looked as good as it did last year with some of the familiar targets and threats.
Yeah, well, you know, you got new players and a lot of rookies, so you got to find who gels well with who. You know, sometimes you just roll your top line out there and just say, hey, you're up a man. And just so, wins the face-off, works it down low for Mac Lewis. Penalty time is about up as Nick DiCola is up and ready. He steps out, in and out of the glove of McCollum on the shot from Liam Anderson as Mac Lewis takes a look both ways. That's just so, not Anderson. Now plays it up for Anderson. A wrist shot. Goalie at the top of his crease. Swallows up and makes the save. And McCollum melts it down again. Now under 2 minutes left to go. Shots 13 for Binghamton and only 5 for Danbury.
Yeah, the Black Bears doing a great job of getting bodies in front of Connor McCollum, taking away his vision and trying to get tips on the puck. You redirect that puck 3-4 inches, 1 foot outside of the crease. It's very hard for the goalie to pick up and make an adjustment. He just kind of hopes it hit him. And we'll see what that leads to.
Face-off won by Danbury as Kuznetsov lended a helping hand. That's a beautiful wing play right there by 77 in orange. Fletcher had won it back cleanly, but the winger from Danbury, 77, comes in and just scoots the puck right out. And this leads to this offensive possession for the Hat Tricks. Let's see if anything comes of it. Looks like Alex Sanian grabs a hold of a loose puck. Jesse Anderson talking to the official at the trail end of the play, but Ray goes wide, brushes off a hit from Abdullah. Off the referee, who hadn't made his way down into the corner yet. Kuznetsov backhands this one all the way down. If it makes the line, this is icing, and indeed it is. Danbury not allowed to change. Minute 15 left to go in the first frame.
Yeah, it's been definitely a hard-nosed frame with a lot of bodies being thrown and physicality definitely circled for both teams. We'll see which team can respond better to the physicality. And that will ultimately be the team that comes away with it, in my opinion.
Don't go anywhere, folks. Got the Excite Motorsports intermission report coming up after the first period ends as a slap shot from Walters is blockered away. Rebound right on the doorstep, and Tyson Kirkby is stuffed right away. And it looks like Connor McCollum is shaken up a little bit. Puck was right available. Kirkby whacked at it, and I believe he maybe caught the blocker hand of the Danbury goalie.
Yeah, he looks to be shaking out that hand a little bit. Doesn't look like he's going to have to come out of the game. Tyson Kirkby talking to the officials. That puck was loose for a little while. I don't know why they blew the whistle so fast, but it doesn't matter all the same. We'll set up to the glove side of Connor McCollum.
Unfortunately, no Heinz Energy replays tonight. We're having them tomorrow night at home as a wrister's thrown on target by Austin Thompson. And McCollum doing a good job swallowing it up, and we just reset, do it all again. But one of the things that fans should maybe get used to here on the away YouTube broadcast is we are at the liberty of the home team and what they can provide us. And we're lucky enough to not have the Danbury graphics package up on our stream, but that cost was is we really weren't going to get the replays. So we press on. So that's why you always got to see it live. Don't go anywhere. We got 45 seconds left to go here in this one. Thompson, one touches it over. Too hot to handle by Lewis. As McKittrick just lets it go into the Binghamton zone. Reversing it around for Jesse Anderson. Picks his head up off the wall and out the blue and past the red into the neutral third on the ice. Pamaleon and Gonzalez playing with each other. A Californian and a Hawaiian on the blue line for Coach McCurry's club. Off the inboard set play, trying to get Johnny Ruiz. Saw that play go against Binghamton in the playoffs last year. But I don't think Ruiz had enough steam left at the end of his shift to get up to that loose puck. Jesse Anderson across the red line now. Backhand softly over to Mac Lewis. Final chance for the Black Bears. 5 seconds left to go. A centering pass is blocked. Hops up into the air. The Danbury captain will skate out the final ticks. And after one period of play, Binghamton up 1-0, Cole.
Yeah, a strong period from both sides. An early goal from Binghamton then led to a whole lot of defense and great saves on both ends from C-Mac and Connor McCollum. We'll see what the two messages inside the locker rooms are when we get back and we watch how they respond.
Well, the tunes of All-American Rejects take us to intermission. While we gather our thoughts and notes, the Excite Motorsports intermission report is coming up. We'll have a look at the Columbian Mutual Life Insurance stat sheet and a look at the out-of-town scoreboard as well. We'll get Cole's thoughts on the first period in depth as we get ready to go here on our first intermission on the road. Black Bears 1, Danbury yet to score here on Friday night. Don't go anywhere. Intermission report brought to you by Excite Motorsports coming up right after this message.
Are you looking for a new place to live? Lofts at JC is the official housing partner of the Binghamton Black Bears and the only luxury housing provider offering both 2 and 3 bedroom units, fully furnished for a modern living lifestyle. Lofts at JC is centrally located in the heart of the Tri-Cities area, located at 128 Grand Avenue in Johnson City. Housing applications are accepted online at loftsatjc.com. Once again, that's loftsatjc.com.
EBE CMS Imaging Solutions is the official printer provider of the Binghamton Black Bears. For over 40 years, they've been serving businesses around the Southern Tier. Locally owned and operated, EBE CMS Imaging Solutions has a full line of authorized Canon, Sharp, and Kyocera products. With multi-function printers, copiers, and fax machines, they'll help you determine which product is best for your needs, and their staff provides fast and efficient service. EBE CMS Imaging Solutions, 607-723-0000.
Are you kidding me? How do you do that?
Dude, I just got a new hot spring spa.
Carlisle has hot spring spas starting at $39.95. Come see how we make every day better by relaxing in a hot spring spa.
What happened to you today? You're shredding it.
Hot Spring Spas, baby.
The area's premier fitness facility, Court Jester Athletic Club, is excited to be open and ready to serve you during your next workout. Join in a new and improved gym experience with fitness and safety top of mind. Updated cleaning and sanitation procedures will help keep you healthy and ready to keep pushing. Plus, utilize the newly renovated and remodeled equipment and exercise spaces. Reach your goals and escape your limits at Court Jester Athletic Club. A one-stop fitness experience.
Magic 101.7.
Best radio station. Keeps getting better.
Better music selection.
Best ever. Makes me feel better.
Number 1 for music and fun.
It's like the best ever.
Magic 101.7. 100% local.
Experience the new way to watch your Black Bears play all season long, at home and on the road, free on YouTube.
Hey, I know that guy in that commercial.
He looks familiar, Brooks.
Yeah, and I know the other guy and girl in that. Big shout out to Kelsey and Bobby, who were stand-ins for their that acting gig, if you would say. Pretty funny. It's an advertisement to watch the Black Bears on YouTube. So, you know, catch 22, I guess. All right, but now instead of the jokes, wait, hold on. I want to try this button real quick. So now, after all those bad jokes.
Where's the cricket button on here? Is it this one?
It's one of them. We'll figure it out later. We got a long night to play with all the buttons on our new Roadcaster soundboard. Thanks to our video operations director, Josh Williams, on setting us up and getting ready to go here tonight. We're going to see Josh back at the arena tomorrow night for Breast Cancer Awareness Night, presented by State Farm Jim Rollo. And a really great cause. Specialty jerseys for the first time this year, bright pink. And they will be auctioned off live following the game. And anytime you can gather everybody for a good cause, or, you know, raising money for breast cancer awareness. It's also Healthcare Professionals Night as well. So we have a lot of friends from Guthrie, Lourdes, Ascension, UHS, all coming out to the arena. Really going to be a fun night. We encourage fans to wear pink, even if it's not Black Bears pink. Still encourage you to wear it out. And in case you can't get a jersey in the auction, we have a limited edition Black Bears Breast Cancer Awareness Night shirt available at the merchandise stand when you get there early on tomorrow night. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, any merchandise you can get from the Black Bears is fantastic merchandise, but especially one that supports such a great cause like breast cancer awareness is just truly amazing. What this organization has done between that and Sock Out Cancer, all the kind of charity work that really goes into it has been truly amazing for the community. So hats off to the Black Bears for all that.
Tickets are available at binghamtonblackbears.com, or tomorrow morning the office opens up at 10 a.m. You can call 607-722-7367, or you can go to the third floor hockey offices, and you can talk to Kelsey or Bobby, maybe even, nope, Cole will not be with us tomorrow night. I would say you might even be lucky and get to talk to Cole in person as he goes through the process of still trying to learn the Ticketmaster system.
You call that lucky having to talk to me, Brooks?
No, it's a pleasure. And now, we go ahead and get ready for the Columbia Mutual Life Insurance stat sheet. We'll start with the shots on goal, Cole. 16 for Binghamton and 9 for Danbury. And Connor McAnanama standing tall in net so far. Didn't have to deal with too much action, but when he did see some shots, he looked very calm and composed.
Yeah, there were a few times when his defense let him down and were thankfully able to recover before anything real catastrophic happened. But Connor McAnanama, has looked extremely strong here for the Black Bears, and after watching Nolan Egbert look strong the other night, the Black Bears can really feel good about their goalie tandem. We still haven't seen Sam Levici yet. We'll see him soon enough, but we're starting to get a look at what's going to be coming for this Black Bear team, and the tandem of Egbert and C-Mac has looked extremely strong to start us off.
I would think that we would see Levecki tomorrow night at home against these same Danbury hat tricks, just like I would be willing to bet that we're probably going to see Frankie McClendon tomorrow night for Danbury in net. I think the two goaltenders, two of them who are not playing tonight, Nolan Egbert might be dressed, might not, but I'll leave that up to Coach Sherwood on the speculation side of things. So that was a look at the shots on goal. Both power plays 0 for 1, as both teams do generate some shots on goal, but inevitably it's the penalty kill for both teams that get the job done.
Yeah, not yet to sound the alarms on the Binghamton power play, but it is something that Coach Sherwood's going to have to take a look at, because that's 4 straight that they've gone scoreless after posting 30% last year. So we'll see. However, penalty kill has looked good. They're still perfect there, knock on wood.
Yep, and you know one thing is, last year opening night, Tyler Dirks didn't have a goal, and Binghamton had 10. And look on how many he went to go on and score, break the all-time FPHL record, and got over 300. Now he's coaching Elmira's club with the River Sharks, who are not in action tonight. But more on the scores in just a little bit. That's a look at the Columbia Mutual Life stat sheet. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. Score Binghamton 1, Danbury yet to get up on the board. Shots on goal 16 for the visitors, 9 for the home squad. Take a timeout, come back, and take a look around the Fed on our out-of-town scoreboard. We'll be right back on the Excite Motorsports Intermission Report right after this here on the Black Bears YouTube page.
Are you looking for a new place to live? Lofts at JC is the official housing partner of the Binghamton Black Bears and the only luxury housing provider offering both 2 and 3 bedroom units, fully furnished for a modern living lifestyle. Lofts at JC is centrally located in the heart of the Tri-Cities area, located at 128 Grand Avenue in Johnson City. Housing applications are accepted online at loftsatjc.com. Once again, that's loftsatjc.com.
EBE CMS Imaging Solutions is the official printer provider of the Binghamton Black Bears. For over 40 years, they've been serving businesses around the Southern Tier. Locally owned and operated, EBE CMS Imaging Solutions has a full line of authorized Canon, Sharp, and Kyocera products. With multi-function printers, copiers, and fax machines, they'll help you determine which product is best for your needs, and their staff provides fast and efficient service. EBE CMS Imaging Solutions, 607-723-0000.
Are you kidding me? How do you do that?
Dude, I just got a new hot spring spa.
Carlisle has hot spring spas starting at $39.95. Come see how we make every day better by relaxing in a hot spring spa.
What happened to you today? You're shredding it.
Hot Spring Spas, baby.
The area's premier fitness facility, Court Jester Athletic Club, is excited to be open and ready to serve you during your next workout. Join in a new and improved gym experience with fitness and safety top of mind. Updated cleaning and sanitation procedures will help keep you healthy and ready to keep pushing. Plus, utilize the newly renovated and remodeled equipment and exercise spaces.
Welcome back to the Excite Motorsports Intermission Report. Brooks Hill and Cole Parenti on the call tonight. As we've already taken a look at the stat sheet now, time for the Binghamton Hockey Booster Club highlight. And Cole, it is the only goal in the game so far. It came less than 2 minutes in, a minute 25, and it's Josh Fletcher, time of the goal, from Nikita Ivashkin. Ivashkin gets his first assist on the year, and Josh Fletcher gets his first point in a goal for the Black Bears.
Yeah, a broken play almost that found its way to Nikita Ivashkin's stick, where he rang it off the post, and then Josh Fletcher in the right place at the right time cleans up the mess, deposits it in the back of the net, and that's why we are 1-0 right now.
Binghamton had a couple more chances, but Connor McCollum in his first pro game has eased into it after allowing the second shot of the game to squeak past him, and it truly was a squeak. It didn't get by him that much. I don't think it ever got off the ground, and I don't even know if it made it to the back of the net. But as long as it crosses the goal line completely, it all counts the same. No pictures in the scorebook, as they say in hockey, or maybe it's a scorecard in golf. I think it's both. But we press on, and now time to take a look around the league at our out-of-town scoreboard. A lot of teams in action tonight, and a lot of teams playing their first games of the season. Cole, why don't you start us off on who's playing up in Michigan?
Well, Michigan has their usual rivalry as Port Huron takes on the Motor City Rockers. That game is still 0-0 after one. Actually, Port Huron has just scored as I was speaking. Brandon Picard found the back of the net to make it 1-0. He gets the puck from Matt Graham and Jay Dalton. Now we'll travel a little west to where the Blue Ridge Bobcats are playing their first game in franchise history against the Mississippi Seawolves.
That's in the Apex Center. My friend Ramsey is actually running for office in Wythe County, so big shout out to Ramsey. He's out there politicking around tonight at the hockey game, trying to win over the sports fans in town. But it looks like the Bobcats are down 1-0 as Mississippi got on the board first, and it looks like it was Philip Wong, one of the members from the Seawolves last year as well. Jackson Bond played in Watertown and in Mississippi last year, and we saw him both times. We saw him on both teams. Got the assist on that, and Tyson Lambert getting the secondary helper on the Mississippi goal. That's 1-0. Mississippi over Blue Ridge in Virginia. And unfortunately, due to some town water issues, the Watertown Wolves, and I say that was not the Wolves' fault, it was the town, had a water main break, and due to that, and you know how much water goes into a ice hockey rink, that could lead to a couple of issues, so that game will be postponed. It'll be made up at a later date. The same two teams will play tomorrow night in Elmira for what would have been the second half of a back-to-back, and now it'll be a one-game weekend for Elmira for the first 2 weekends of their season, which kind of doesn't bode the best for Coach Church's club. You want to get into the rhythm, and you want to start playing games as much new guys as you have on that squad.
Yeah, we've seen it a lot here with the Black Bears over their first 2 seasons. Once you get yourself into that groove, into that season grind, good things start to happen. You start to know where guys are going to be without having to look. You gain chemistry, and the only way you can really get real game reps, Brooks, is from real games.
It's just the same like in broadcasting. Even if you're not the one calling the game on the stream, sometimes people will just set up a recorder and they'll go to the game and talk the whole time. I've done it. People will do it. Don't know if you've done it. But what I do know is it's time for our final timeout of the intermission. We want to thank you for listening to the Excite Motorsports Intermission Report. We're going to get ready to come back. We're having the second period brought to you by our friends over at Greenlight Networks. We'll be getting ready for the middle frame here in the Danbury Ice Arena for the first time this year. Black Bears lead 1-0 right here on the Binghamton YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere, folks. Don't want to miss second period action coming up right after this.
Are you looking for a new place to live? Lofts at JC is the official housing partner of the Binghamton Black Bears and the only luxury housing provider offering both 2 and 3 bedroom units, fully furnished for a modern living lifestyle. Lofts at JC is centrally located in the heart of the Tri-Cities area, located at 128 Grand Avenue in Johnson City. Housing applications are accepted online at loftsatjc.com. Once again, that's loftsatjc.com.
EBE CMS Imaging Solutions is the official printer provider of the Binghamton Black Bears. For over 40 years, they've been serving businesses around the Southern Tier. Locally owned and operated, EBE CMS Imaging Solutions has a full line of authorized Canon, Sharp, and Kyocera products. With multi-function printers, copiers, and fax machines, they'll help you determine which product is best for your needs, and their staff provides fast and efficient service. EBE CMS Imaging Solutions, 607-723-0000.
Are you kidding me? How do you do that?
Dude, I just got a new hot spring spa.
Carlisle has hot spring spas starting at $39.95. Come see how we make every day better by relaxing in a hot spring spa.
What happened to you today? You're shredding it.
Hot Spring Spas, baby.
The area's premier fitness facility, Court Jester Athletic Club, is excited to be open and ready to serve you during your next workout. Join in a new and improved gym experience with fitness and safety top of mind. Updated cleaning and sanitation procedures will help keep you healthy and ready to keep pushing. Plus, utilize the newly renovated and remodeled equipment and exercise spaces. Reach your goals and escape your limits at Court Jester Athletic Club, a one-stop fitness experience.
Magic 101.7.
Best radio station. Keeps getting better.
Better music selection.
Best ever. Makes me feel better.
Number 1 for music and fun.
It's like the best ever.
Magic 101.7. 100% local.
Experience the new way to watch your Black Bears play all season long, at home and on the road, free on YouTube.
Welcome back to the second period of Black Bears hockey, going up against the Danbury Hat Tricks, defending Commissioner's Cup champions. And they got a lot of returning faces, Cole. And so far, the Black Bears have been able to do a good job of keeping them at bay, but Johnny Ruiz trying to flip the script for this Danbury club here at home to get this crowd back into it.
Yeah, a lot of familiar faces, but still a lot of new ones. Just like the Black Bears, a lot of their heavy weapons gone, as Johnny Ruiz just whispered something to Dustin Gesso, standing there at the left wing. Interesting to see what's going to play out of this, as they still look to be jawing at each other.
So Gesso and McKittrick line up against each other. Those are 22 in their respective colors tonight. Looks like the ice crew is still working on the final peg down on the Black Bears end as you get a look at it here, thanks to our friends over at the Danbury video crew, getting that on the screen right when we needed it.
Interesting, it looks like the net might have broke as they look like they're restringing down there by the right post.
Oh yeah, good eye, Cole. That's a good catch. Well, we got the opportunity here, and speaking of Cole, Cole's dad's in the house, Charlie Parenti, and his friend, what was his name again?
John Rowan, both Binghamton University alumni. My father woke up very enthusiastic to sport his Binghamton Whaler jersey tonight. He loves to have any opportunity to wear it, so Binghamton Whaler jersey, Binghamton Black Bear hat as he cheers on.
Yeah, and wearing shorts in the Danbury Ice Arena, which is absolutely crazy.
Brooks, he wears shorts to shovel snow. I've watched him do it my entire life, and everyone makes fun of him for it, but he sticks with it.
I mean, hey, why change now if you made it this long? Speaking of making it this long, looks like we're finally ready to go here for the second period, brought to you by our friends over at Greenlight Networks. Black Bears up 1-0 over the Danbury Hat Tricks, but we still have 40 minutes to play. Nothing has been decided yet. Opening face-off of the period is drawn back, and Binghamton will be the team with the first possession. Liam Anderson gets the red line, dumps it in. No icing as the crowd tries to get alive here in this one. Stanko cannot hold it in at the blue line, but it'll be wrapped right back in as Binghamton gets set up on a defensive pressure set. Floated out to the red line, and Stanko waiting for it, cross ice, and stride. Gesso's offsides. And now a big group of players get tangled up, and Yao went out of his way to go ahead and make sure Gesso knew that he was there. And then I think McCollum grabbed him from the back. The goalie put his glove on top of his helmet, but it looks like cooler heads are going to prevail that time.
Brooks, I didn't get a good look at what happened. I just picked my head up, and as you see it here now on your replay, Gesso kind of collides with Yao, who rolls into the net. Interesting. So thank you to the Danbury camera crew for showing us that. Interesting play. Nothing ever an accident with these two teams, Brooks, so we'll see where this goes from here as the faceoff will come out of the zone.
Face-off won by the Black Bears, but Weber can't get the puck deep. Ivashkin, though, does a good job on the forecheck. Fletcher trying to look for his second of the night, hacking and whacking at it inside the slot. Weber fanned on a attempt to get it deep, and it does calmly find its way behind the goal line as Ivashkin on the forecheck. Couldn't get there in time. Boilar trying to play down with his hand. 2-on-1 for Danbury. Brendan White, backhander behind his teammate Stoichevsky, and it leads to no shot for the Danbury offense. Black Bears dodge a bullet right there, Cole.
Yeah, good recovery by Mathieu Boilard, but Danbury never really looked like they had the puck settled when they were trying to make a play.
Turnover, Stoichevsky coming in, 2-on-1, and Boilar with a beautiful defensive stick in the lane, and that'll allow Ivashkin to come the other way. Away from the play, Weber takes a ride down to the ice as Ivashkin does get it over to Tyson Kirkby. Don't see those two play together too often, but Ivashkin's at the end of his shift. A one-timer from Somero. Just wide. Jesse Anderson's wrist shot off target a little bit, but McCollum kicked it out into the corner. Thompson overskates it. And now Danbury tries to clear, and they will. Back up to the red line where Jesse Anderson's waiting for it and deposits the puck right back into the Danbury zone.
You think the guys in green and white are happy to have Mathieu Boilard back after making that great defensive end on his defensive stop at his own end?
I think so. He was up in East Coast training camp with, I'm just going to say the English name, Three Rivers. Don't want to offend any of our French listeners tonight. As Pamela tries to get the puck, takes a rough ride from Mac Lewis, and Another person coming back for the Black Bears, Mac Lewis, with a tough place. Thompson's wrister is blocked, stays in play. I thought that might have got up to the second level here at the Ice Arena, but we go coast to coast. Now Kuznetsov, wrist shot, blockered away by McAnanama. Walters cannot clear the zone as he only gets into the corner. Shot from the blue line, one touch passing, Amesbury denied, and it comes out of the zone. That would have lit the place on fire if Amesbury would have scored the first goal of the night. But a great save by McAnanama, denying the big tough guy for the hat tricks.
Yeah, McAnanama did a good job of taking away the net from Amesbury, making it tough for him to see. It's 2-on-1.
Now Jasso comes in and blockered away by McCollum. Jesse Anderson with a beautiful play as that one's wristed down the length of the ice. Dan Stone to the dots, it's icing. And Danbury not going to be allowed to change. Just over 3 minutes gone here in the period. We've been flying back and forth so far in the second period.
Yeah, we've seen this game open up a little bit. Dustin Jesso once again in the middle of the play, very close to making his old team pay. I'm sure he really wants to get that off his back.
Amesbury's ready to drop the gloves with Dustin
look,
Jesso. He's already shaking them off.
Jesso saying, get out of here, bud.
Face off one back and held right off of the glove. Excuse me, that stays in play. And Amesbury just throws a punch, and Jesso not putting up a fight at all. Kept his gloves on the whole time.
Come on, no room for that in the game today, Brooks. That's just terrible. That's really just despicable to watch. Amesbury was trying to goad him the whole way. Jesso turned it down, and he just threw a sucker punch almost at him. I would hope that a big repercussion would come to Amesbury, because that was just not needed in today's game of hockey. I would think that Danny Amesbury is going to be a marked man when he comes back out of that box.
Tyson Kirkby, Johnny Ruiz getting an explanation from the officials. I think the linesman was checking to see if Jesso was cut.
There's just no need for that. And I think Amesbury's just been given the gate.
So Daniel Amesbury sent to the locker room.
We'll have to see
Weird, if it's just a 10-minute misconduct, he should have been allowed to just stay in the penalty box because 16:52. So they're going to give him that's a 5-minute major.
Yeah, deserved too, Brooks. That was just, I can't stress it enough, just a despicable play there by Danny Amesbury to just grab Dustin Jesso and punch him in the face. You know, there gets to a point where it's not hockey and it's just, you know, fight club. And that's where the line's crossed, in my opinion.
So the Black Bears are going to have a 5-minute power play. And nothing like a 5-minute power play to really kind of jumpstart your extra attacker offense.
Well, you got to make them pay here. You got to play smart and make sure that you get this entire 5 minutes. You don't want to give away 2 minutes by taking a bad penalty. And the Black Bears could score more than one here, Brooks, really triple their lead, double their lead at some point. And they have to make Danny Amesbury and the Danbury hat trick pay for what they've done.
And it looks like Danbury only has 3 players on the ice. And there they go. There's McKittrick. I was about to say, you definitely don't want to be 5-on-3 for 5 minutes.
That would be something else. Something to note for our fans at home, even if the Black Bears score, they get the full 5 minutes here on the power play. There is nobody set to come out of the box if I should say, the Black Bears score here.
Stanko does win the face-off back, step 1. And now they get set up. Somero and Anderson, a slap shot. Looking for an Austin Thompson tip out in front, but seen all the way by McCollum. And he hangs on. And if you're Danbury here, you obviously want to take the save, but you want to keep that puck moving as much as possible and make that 5 minutes go by as quickly as you can. You don't want to shot, whistle.
Well, to play devil's advocate, Brooks, it also gives your guys a bit of a break for who's stuck on the ice, because they're going to be recycling a lot of the same players.
Stanko off the mask of the goaltender. And the referee wisely blows it dead. Absolutely the right call there. Stanko rips it right off the mask of Connor McCollum. So we do get another whistle, second one, with 4:38 left to go in the Amesbury major penalty. So 16:29 left to go here in the period. Black Bears on the power play for the second time tonight.
22 seconds already gone. Really need to get set up here if you're the Black Bears. Have a little continuity. They've doubled up the Danbury hat-tricks on shots with that last one on goal.
One back to Jesse Anderson. Binghamton gets set up in a 1-3-1 with Anderson at the top of the umbrella. Plays it over for Kirkby, an errant no-look pass, though. Doesn't connect with anything. And now Kirkby reverses it up to the blue line for Jesse. Top of the umbrella now, a wrist shot from Anderson. And did that go off the mask again, or was that off the glove that time?
I believe the glove is Binghamton still looking with 4 minutes and 15 seconds of power play time to get something going. But they've really got the puck to the net, got it on Connor McCollum. He's just come up with the save every time, Brooks. Looking to crack through soon.
So Danbury changes their penalty killers. Binghamton will do the same with their Henny Hard Seltzer power play squad. Second unit out, Boylar. Manning the blue line with Liam Anderson as our wrister is blocked by Jared Yao. Never made it towards McCollum's net. Just so on this power play unit. Didn't see him play on the power play too much the first time. Ivashkin takes a heavy hit, but Boylar throws it into the corner where an open Ivashkin is now waiting for it. Sometimes you just got to take the hit to make the play. And now down low, Jasso and Yao spin off each other. Boylar holds it in. Binghamton trying to get set up. Jasso's in front of the net. Boylar's shot tipped on the way through, maybe by Jasso. Spins around Yao, but takes a hit from the other defenseman, Elderman Jim Jensen, 39 years old from Maplewood, Minnesota. We highlighted in the open tonight. Nifty stick handling play right there by Jasso. Allows Ivashkin to come on in. He's going to try a power move, and McCollum swallows up. And a good scoring opportunity for Ivashkin there, and it's going to draw a crowd. Lewis and Ivashkin having a little tussle with Jensen, I believe, on the way through. But another good save made by Connor McCollum.
Yeah, I think Ivashkin got a little too tight there with his power move, but great stick handling from him and Dustin Jasso. As the Black Bears have had the opportunities, just Connor McCollum's come up with the saves when needed.
.15:08 left to go. About 8 seconds away from our first media timeout, and we got a false start on this face-off. So 3:16 left to go on this 5-minute major against Daniel Amesbury. First unit back out on the ice for Coach Sherwood's club, as face-off is won back to Brendan Stanko. Anderson. Stanko play catch with each other, looking for the back door all the way across for Somero. Took too long with it, and now blockered out away. And that will take us to our under 5 media timeout. Binghamton up 1-0, looking to add on some more. They still have 3:05 left to go on the Henny Hard Seltzer power play. Back with you after these messages on the Black Bears YouTube page.
Fans, Breast Cancer Awareness Night is this Saturday against the Danbury Hat Tricks. The first 2,000 fans will receive a rally towel presented by the State Farm Jim Rolo agencies. The Black Bears will also be wearing specialty jerseys for the first time this season. Get your tickets now at BinghamtonBlackBears.com.
Getting your hands on an all-new CF Moto side-by-side or four-wheeler is now easier than ever at ExciteMotorsports.com. Purchase your next power sports vehicle with our new, easy, and quick online buying experience. Browse inventory on ExciteMotorsports.com. Buy, get approved for financing and e-sign online right from your phone. Ride, have your new power sports vehicle delivered to your home the next day at no extra charge. Browse, buy, ride. Fun starts here at ExciteMotorsports.com.
All about you make me think of good things.
Good day.
Like calming tempers down.
Good day.
And passing them around.
So stand up and cheer with a basket of beer.
Good thing.
Welcome back to the action here. Henny Hard Seltzer power play going on. 3 minutes left exactly in the man advantage for the Black Bears. Looking for their first power play goal of the season. No time like the present to do so. Somero and Anderson play catch. They work it down low to Thompson. Low angle off the shoulder of McCollum. Makes its way into the corner. Anderson holds it in at the line. Back down low to Thompson. Into the bumper. Kirkby tried to go through the 5-hole, and a great save by McCollum. Cleared out by Danbury's defense. And they're going to try a quick line change. They only get one off of the ice. Ruiz is signaling to the bench that he would like to come off, but he's stuck in the middle of the ice. Anderson gets around Ruiz and plays it over for Somero. Somero gets around one man. Off the kick plate over to Kirkby. Wisely uses his hand to settle it down. That's a good hockey IQ play from the captain right there. 14 minutes left in the middle frame. Now we're down to 2 minutes left to go on this Henny Hard Seltzer power play. Knocked out of the zone by Danbury, comes all the way down, and now those forwards from the hat-trick squad, who were very tired, able to get off and get some fresh legs out on the ice.
Only 1 minute and 50 seconds to work with here, Brooks. The Black Bears really need to get going on this one-man advantage, I should say.
Just so, fans on a shot, takes a rough ride on the way through. Boilar does a good job of holding the puck in, and Danbury seemed to be content with chasing just so around the ice, allowing Binghamton to set up some offense. Boilar backhands one all the way through the blue paint and out. Liam Anderson, a slap shot off the back of the glass and the net. And just so gets over to a loose puck. Just so, in 11 games against the Black Bears as a member of this hat-trick squad, scored 11 goals. And Ivashkin's wrist shot is denied by McCollum, who swallows up again Connor McCollum. Standing tall here, been the MVP of this Danbury squad so far.
Yeah, he's kept it in. He's kept them in it. The Black Bears could easily be up by more than just one, but Connor McCollum really helping his Danbury team, putting him on his back and saying, come on, guys, let's get this going, as he puts his mask back on and he's ready to go again.
Face-off will be just so against Falanga. Haven't said Falanga's name a lot tonight, but Jasso wins it cleanly back. And Jasso's wrist shot blocked on the way through, standing in the same spot as Liam Anderson. No, that's not what Coach Sherwood wanted right there, but back to the drawing board. A minute left to go. Henny Hard Seltzer power play. Danbury trying to exit the zone. Ivashkin holds it in. Gets it over to Anderson. Low angle shot off the blocker or the side of the net. Jasso, low to high. Anderson over to Boilar, and a slap shot blocked on the way through by a defenseman. Nifty play to get it back to Gonzalez. Ivashkin comes in, and Gonzalez with another block, the second of this shift alone. Power move by Ivashkin, denied by McCollum. And 32 seconds remain on this 5-minute major power play. It's looked good, Cole. They've had some good shots on goal. Unfortunately, just not been able to find the back of the net.
Yeah, the goalie has to be one of the most important players in any sport. Goalie's got to rank #1, and Connor McCollum really showing why, as I don't know if he really picked up Nikita Ivashkin's wraparound chance there until the very last minute.
Stanko wins it cleanly back to the captain, that being Kirkby, of course. Somero one touches over for Anderson, too soft on the pass, allowed to get tipped on the way through, taking away any one-timing capability for Anderson there. Instead, he had to chase it around, and Binghamton, 15 seconds left to go, are trying to chase after the puck. Played off the glass, out to the neutral zone. Final chance for the Black Bears here. Somero will play it backwards for Jesse Anderson. And Kuznetsov, serving the penalty, has returned. Binghamton does not score on a 5-minute major, and in fact, right after it, they ice the puck. So it'll come, deflected out of play. But they come up empty-handed again on the power play, Cole, and you know that's got to be driving the bench boss a little crazy.
Yeah, he's tried a whole bunch of different combinations down there, and they just have to break through eventually. I think it's kind of like a dam. Once they break through with one, I'm sure more will follow, but still looking for that first one.
It's like a crack in a dam. As soon as there's one, the whole thing's going to blow. Walters brushed off the puck. Turnover, and Danbury answers the 5-minute major with a shot right in front, and McAnanama stands tall on the short side.
Well, we're going to have to see where the momentum has gone after that 5-minute major. If killing it off really gives Danbury that extra little jolt they need to get past Connor McNamara.
Stoicheski first into the face-off dot against Fletcher. Linesman asked them to reset. And now Fletcher is given the boot. Tommy Ray comes in, and the smallest man on the ice wins the face-off. Danbury, though, holds it in. Smith can't get around Jesse Anderson. It's a 4-man pile-up. Ray skates away with it. He draws a hefty crowd of hat tricks on the way through, but Fletcher takes the hit to deposit the puck on Alex Sanion's stick. And chipped into the Black Bears bench area. Looks like we might have a offensive zone face-off, and indeed it is, with 11:11 left to go in the period. Time to make a wish.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Sherwood's wishing for some more goals here and to get that power play going.
Ideal Bowling Center is where Binghamton hockey fans bowl with open bowling all week long with money-saving specials. Ideal is a great place for family, friends, company parties, and special occasions. Ideal Bowling Center, 119 Jennings Street in Endicott. So much more than just your favorite bowling alley. Danbury wins the face-off, and they cannot get it up to the red line as Dan Weber did an excellent job holding the zone temporarily. Boilar giving a little bit of a nudge to Lugo on the way through. Danbury is on sides, keeping this puck in. Does it make it outside the blue paint? No, it does not. Gonzalez over across. Chipped into the net, though, by Abdullah, who jumped in on the rush. Was in a one-timing spot. I believe, though, Dan Weber, with another good stick, got a piece of that to force that one into the safety net.
Yeah, and, you know, not going to get good results by leaving guys open and allowing passes like that to get through. Good on Dan Weber to stop that one before it got there.
Danbury offensive zone face-off. Captain Ruiz loses that one. Boilar will get it out to Ray. Ray a little bit behind, just so on the pass. That leads to a turnover as Boilar lays a heavy hit on Jared Yao on the way through. And it looks like a little bit of an extra whack from Nick DiNicola, as those two were off on a side quest behind the play. It was icing, so nothing really came of it. But 18 in orange and 28 in white with a few words for each other, and maybe a little bit of tummy sticks going on as well with those two.
You know, Boilard's not one to back down from a challenge, so we'll see if this leads somewhere else.
No, but you know what a fight does to this crowd. It energizes them, and you don't want this crowd to feel any pressure. Binghamton's done a good job of keeping this crowd as silent as possible. Excellent play by Jasso right there to knock that down and to make sure it doesn't create an icing. And now an opportunity. Boilar chasing after the puck from Stanko. Still available in the slot, but Ruiz finally calms it down and skates out of harm's way for the Danbury squad. Cross corner dumping over to Weber, who wisely reverses it to an open Boilar. And Binghamton will be able to skate this puck out of harm's way. Ray down the left wing side. Waits for some friends. Just so in the slot, playing it over for Stanko. Ran out of space and real estate as he throws a wrist shot that McCullum got a shoulder to. And now the hat tricks come the other way. 3-on-3. Kuznetsov, Arister, and McAnanama drifting into his own net, makes the glove save and keeps the leather outside of the goal line.
Yeah, Brandon Stanko's been all over the ice tonight, really building off that first goal he scored last week against Elmira. But what else can you say about Connor McNamara that has been said today?
We'll find out if we can say more when we come back. 9:33 left to go here on the Black Bears YouTube page.
Advancements in new clinical therapies are made possible by heroes like you. Velocity Clinical Research is looking for volunteers to participate in clinical research studies. Compensation is provided. There's a Velocity location near you on Old Vestal Road in Vestal. Learn more about participating and becoming a Velocity medical hero today.
Whether you're a high school or college athlete or a weekend warrior, Guthrie is the area's premier sports medicine program, offering injury evaluation, concussion management, physical therapy, and more. With a full team of providers across New York and Pennsylvania offering same or next day appointments, Guthrie gets you back in the game as quickly as possible. Call the Guthrie Sports Medicine team today at 866-GUTHRIE or learn more at guthrie.org/sportsmed.
Right in time as we're back to the action here on the Black Bears YouTube page. Offensive zone face-off for the Hat Tricks. As we are set for more second period action, just over the halfway point of the period and the game here as it's fluttered out into the neutral zone at the red line. Abdullah throws it while Danbury was offsides. They touch up at the line. And Liam Anderson starts the breakout for the Black Bears. Give and go with Justin Somero on target where McCullum paddles it to his glove and slows his roll with a frozen puck. Offensive zone faceoff coming up for the Black Bears.
Yeah, not so tough for McCollum when it's coming in like a ground ball to a shortstop, as he has looked real strong after allowing that goal on the second shot of the game from Binghamton, really settling in. The team in green and white needs to find a way to rattle him in order to put more behind him.
27 shots for Binghamton, 12 for Danbury. Thompson trying to make it 28. His wrister's wide. Lewis and Kirkby down low with each other. Those two teammates at SUNY Oswego. Played 4 years with the Lakers. Lewis on the backhand over to Dan Stone and knocked out of midair by Tyson. Kirkby just missing on the far post. Kirkby trying to start the cycle for the Black Bears, draws two men for Danbury. Rap chance, rolls off his stick, and Danbury comes away with the puck. Ratcliffe dumps it cross corner over, and Falanga gets over to the first opportunity up to the blue line now. Yao off the boards, and Falanga had it in his skates. He had a wide open net if he could have played that one right away. Falanga and Yao overskates it. Danbury's been doing that a lot so far here tonight. Cannot get the puck deep though by Mac Lewis. Right in front of the Danbury bench as it's tousled and fought off with the whole body effort by Mac and Animal. Stone off the wall for Liam Anderson, and now the Black Bears can catch their breath a little bit as Danbury changes their final forward. Just so camped out at the blue line. Ruiz calls it out to everybody. Ray skates in, got a lot of steam. He's taken down, no call. I think that's the right one, going to play the puck. And he already lost the handle on it, but turnover by Danbury right onto the tape of Just So, takes a whack. And Ray's pass is deflected out of play, and I've noticed so far, Cole, every time Just So touches the puck, two Danbury players right on him immediately.
Yeah, he almost seems like he's a marked man out there tonight, as if his name was circled on the whiteboard. Responding to the pressure well, however, Dustin Jesso is. He's been able to make some plays and really get close to finding the back of the net.
Walters faked it across the blue line, instead tries to play it deep for Ray. And the thing about Just So is if you're going to draw two men every time you touch it, that means someone's going to be open. And maybe it won't be his night to score as much as he wants it to, but it could be his night to distribute the puck. And counts the same. Low side, Just So, wrap chance. McCullum got his toe to it, cleared out of the zone. Walters over to the open man in Stanko. Just So still out there. He is determined to keep his engine going. Drops it back for Jesse Anderson. Tries to reverse it off the backside of the net. Turnover though, Danbury can't get it out. Ray holding the blue line. And Stanko a snapshot, absorbed, seen all the way by Connor McCollum. And Dmitry Kuznetsov skating over to the Danbury bench in a lot of pain right now, Cole.
Yeah, Brendan Stanko's shot hard and heavy. Looks like it got Kuznetsov right on the hand or maybe in the chest area. But Brendan Stanko looks to have just more confidence than what we saw in the very little sample size we got from him last year, Brooks. He really looks like he's taken on to the role of being one of the top six for this team.
Josh Fletcher, offensive zone face-off for the Black Bears here against Stoicheski. Wraps it all the way around the boards. Danbury does get it out. Pile up in front of the Black Bears bench, hops up, and that's head equipment manager Dylan Konechny. Sees the puck drop right at his feet as he's standing up behind the bench.
Yeah, he almost got himself a nice souvenir if he didn't have to give it back to the refs for a neutral zone face-off.
Neutral zone face-off, pushed all the way over towards the penalty box. Dan Weber, first man over to it. And Boylar Playing it for his defensive partner. Weber, good job. Over the red line, dumps it in. Ivashkin's going to chase after it against Abdella. Abdella reversing it around for Brendan White, former River Dragon. Now turned hat trick. Had a great practice yesterday with the club. As Boylar throws a heavy hit on Jacob Ratcliffe. Down in the corner. Ratcliffe's going to get a little upset on that one. We got a 5-man pileup, NASCAR style, at the bottom corner of your screen. Pops out. Smith gets it up to the blue line. Abdella tries to dance around a defender. Fletcher over to the loose puck. A lot of people fighting for the puck over at the blue line. Fletcher trying to soccer style it out. Boylar cannot. Done. Flying poke check. Trying to outweigh the goaltender and denied. Net comes off. Puck is in the corner. Binghamton not going to be allowed to change.
What a save from Connor McNamara. He got his glove after failing to come away with the poke check, but oh wow, did he stand on his head right there and rob a goal from Danbury.
Taking a look at this replay, courtesy of our friends over. McNamara comes out for the poke check, and Fletcher was skating into his own net. Some want to delay a game call, but that's inadvertent. And Weber reversing it all the way around. $14 shots now for the Danbury Hat Tricks. 28 for Binghamton. Stretch pass off the skate of Kirkby. Comes behind the net. McNamara thought about going to play it. Instead does not. Boylar going for an old style hip check. Fans on the body contact. And now Mac Lewis reversing it over for Liam Anderson. Binghamton does get it out. It's always the most important. Danbury, though, coming back into the play. Binghamton trying to lay some heavy hits out in front, and Evan Lugo will score. Danbury ties it up 1-1 with just over 5 minutes left to go in the period. You could feel the ice tilting in Danbury's favor, and Evan Lugo stays with it. Binghamton could not get the puck out of their own zone, and it leads to Danbury coming back. And we are tied at 1 with 4:57 left to go.
Yeah, it was a broken play out in front, kind of like the goal we saw from Fletcher earlier. It looked like the Black Bears got caught trying to make a hit instead of taking the puck away from Danbury, and we're all tied at 1.
Timeout in the Danbury Ice Arena. We'll be back tied 1-1 here thanks to Evan Lugo tying the game up for the Danbury Hat Tricks. Back with you after these messages on YouTube.
You can experience gig speeds with Greenlight Networks. Our reliable fiber connection provides fast, affordable internet, so you can accomplish more in less time. We're expanding coverage in many places in the Southern Tier, and we want to be your internet provider. Visit greenlightnetworks.com and click on Check Availability to see if we're in your area. Greenlight Networks, fast, affordable internet in your hometown.
For discounted name brand clothing and footwear for the whole family, Homer Men and Boys Store is the place to shop. In business since 1951, our woman-owned family business is known for treating their customers like family. And there's nothing more important to us than backing every sale with friendly service. Come visit us to see the largest pair of jeans in the world. Come see what we have for you.
Evan Lugo revigorates the crowd as Danbury has tied the game up 1-1, and now they're looking for more. McKittrick comes in, and he'll score.
Just like that, Brooks, the game is turned on its head. What was once a 1-0 lead for Binghamton finds itself a 2-1 lead in favor of Danbury. As you get it here on your screen, McKittrick just comes across too much open ice, picks the top shelf right in the sock drawer, as I like to say, Brooks, of the goal. And we are now watching Binghamton in their first comeback attempt of the season.
Yep. As soon as you take your foot off the gas, Danbury, give them an inch there, take a mile. And Nicole, you mentioned we were at commercial break. I think it's worth bringing up. I think Binghamton got so concerned with trying to lay a big hit on those last two shifts, and now they find themselves down by 1.
Yeah, with a hot goaltender on the other end, Brooks, as we've seen McCollum really stand on his head since the opening minutes of the first.
Jared Yao now coming in, leaving it back for Smith, a wrister, and a bounce-back save there by McAnanamaw, and that'll allow Ray up at the line to skate away with it. He's skating on in. Yao just out there trying to make contact with somebody, barely catches up to Ray. Walters trying to wrap it in down low. Stanko cannot get it down low to Ray. And now the Black Bears find themselves down by 1 for the first time this season. Smith playing it to the open corner. Now Ray finally does get it out, and for some reason just seems like everybody on Danbury loves hitting Tommy Ray. Walters crossing over the line. Somero over to the loose puck, and Stanko not in the spot as the pass is a little bit too soft. They also got Justin Somero back from the Fayetteville marksman of the SPHL last week, and he was at practice this week. So a couple of people playing their first game tonight for both squads.
Thankfully only missing 1 game, so, can slide right back into the action.
Looks like Johnny Ruiz got the assist on that goal, got a penalty coming up. And the Black Bears power play is going to go back out here, 3:06, and maybe throwing a lifeline a little bit.
Is there not a better chance to score your first power play goal, Brooks, than down by 1?
So Binghamton's power play is officially 0 for 2. Michael Falenga, though, headed to the penalty box, guilty of a hook. .16:54, period number 2.
It's a very important power play here for the Black Bears, needing to get themselves back to even ground with Danbury. And like we've said all show, hopefully get this power play going.
Yeah, you hope that the frustration doesn't start to sit in. Still have a whole period left to play. Anything could happen. But you would love to go to the locker room tied at 2 and going to the third all square. Stanko playing it back for Anderson on the face-off win. Kirkby. And Anderson play catch. Somero didn't get all of it. Partial fan. Does get it back as Danbury doesn't get it out. Anderson met with heavy pressure from Ruiz up at the top. Down low, Thompson. Somero took his eye off of it again. And now back all the way across for Stanko, looking on the back door. 1 touch to Thompson. Too far behind him. Stays in. Stanko with a 1 touch of himself. And that one goes off the glass and into the crowd with 2:32 left to go.
Nice souvenir for someone here at the Danbury Arena. My first trip here down to Danbury, Brooks, and it's a real nice arena they got down here. It's really cool the way they have a second deck that I'm looking straight across at, and very excited to get on these road trips and really see more of the Fed arenas.
False start. Now we're ready. Stanko wins the faceoff back. Kirkby's waiting for it. Stanko back up to Kirkby, a wrist shot through traffic. Off a Danbury defender, finds its way down low into the corner. Now the captain, looking for the open man, finds Anderson. Wrister right into the glove of McCollum. And here, hold on with 1:07 left to go in the Henny Hard Seltzer power play.
The Black Bears just having no answer right now for Connor McCollum, as he is stopping every chunk of rubber that comes anywhere close to his crease. They really just need to get one to even get behind him and hit the post to show that he is human and have a little bit of a momentum boost.
Jasso wins it cleanly back to Boylar. Gives it right back to Jasso. Low angle, just so shots on target, stays in play. Cleared, though, by Danbury. Not deep enough, though, to make a change in the second period. Boydlar now back into the offensive side. Power move to the front, kicked out by McCollum. Hat-trick crowd starting to come alive now. Just so has it behind the net. Surveys his options off the wall back to Ivashkin. A wrister tipped, and they say no. They said no. Binghamton thought they scored, thought it went off the inside of the netting, coming right in. Binghamton thought they had their first power play goal of the year. Instead, the referees wash it out. Just so. All the way across. Ivashkin, touch pass, net is off its pegs. And cleared. 15 seconds left to go. Binghamton thought they had tied the game up. Referee down by the goal line, emphatic right away, saying it stayed out. Final chance now for the Henny Hart-Seltzer power play. Just lost his handle on it against McKittrick instead. The rest of the time will wind out. Danbury kills it off again. Binghamton power play 0 for 3 and still 0 for on the season. Final minute left to go. McKittrick, one touch all the way across. Binghamton not doing a good job defensively right there. That was a partial 2-on-0. And there is nobody back defensively for the Black Bears. Off the side of the net, trying to center up. Jesse Anderson will steal that puck, get it out of harm's way, but puts it behind just so as it's going to be dumped right on in. No icing as McEnanall made an effort to play the puck. 30 ticks left in period number 2. 15 shots for Danbury, 32 for Binghamton. Where it matters the most, Danbury 2, Binghamton 1. Boydlar playing it over for Jesse Anderson. High flip. Rays on sides, beats out the icing. Tries to center up for Alex Sanyan. Instead, Anderson down low. Fletcher. 91, not 81. Ray, finals ticks. Centers, Anderson's wrist shot at the horn. This is everything, and Pamela throws his gloves down. And another hat-trick player throws his gloves at the horn. And this could be another penalty going up against Danbury.
We'll be interested to see how this all turns out when we get back to playing hockey after this intermission. As you see on your replay here,
no, they just cut to a tight shot. Coach Sherwood getting an explanation from the referee, talking to some players on the Danbury bench. And Pamela still drawing a crowd over on the Black Bears side.
Jesso having to be pulled off the ice by Coach Sherwood. As I think everyone's just trying to get an explanation here as to what just transpired. Brooks, even we're trying to get an explanation here to what transpired. You think these two teams remember each other from last year in the playoffs?
I think so. They're still out there. Both coaches trying to get an explanation, the linesman and a referee between McQuarrie and Sherwood. I think they're just trying to consolidate the time spent on the conversation. The other referee on the other side of the ice at the penalty box door.
Looks like now we're getting a replay here as Pamela ends up on the ice.
Ruiz ducks, gets out of the way of a shot. Don't know if they're going to show the play that led up to it. Again, we're at the mercy. We're not controlling the replays tonight. Binghamton looks like they're going to head to the tunnel. Unfortunately for the Black Bears, they find themselves now down in a hole as they got outscored in that period, Cole, 2-1. Even though Danbury only had 6 shots, 2 of them went in.
Yeah, it was almost just a bit of a lapse for about 30 seconds between Evan Lugo and Danny McKittrick finding the back of the net. And the Black Bears will have to talk this over in the locker room. They've still yet to go to their locker room as they're trying to get an explanation here from the referees. but Coach Sherwood's going to have to draw up a plan of what to do and who to attack. Where their defensive holes are, where the Black Bears can take a little bit of an inch. So we'll have to see how Coach Sherwood adapts to this 2-1 deficit.
All right, we will take a timeout, come back with more right after these messages on the Black Bears YouTube page. Hopefully we have an answer maybe to sort this commotion out. So we're going to take a timeout, be back after this. Excite Motorsports second period intermission report coming up.
Are you looking for a new place to live? Lofts at JC is the official housing partner of the Binghamton Black Bears and the only luxury housing provider offering both 2 and 3 bedroom units, fully furnished for a modern living lifestyle. Lofts at JC is centrally located in the heart of the Tri-Cities area, located at 128 Grand Avenue in Johnson City. Housing applications are accepted online at loftsatjc.com. Once again, that's loftsatjc.com.
EBE CMS Imaging Solutions is the official printer provider of the Binghamton Black Bears. For over 40 years, they've been serving businesses around the Southern Tier. Locally owned and operated, EBE CMS Imaging Solutions has a full line of authorized Canon, Sharp, and Kyocera products. With multi-function printers, copiers, and fax machines, they'll help you determine which product is best for your needs, and their staff provides fast and efficient service. EBE CMS Imaging Solutions, 607-723-0000.
Are you kidding me? How do you do that?
Dude, I just got a new hot spring spa.
Carlisle has hot spring spas starting at $39.95. Come see how we make every day better by relaxing in a hot spring spa.
What happened to you today? You're shredding it.
Hot Spring Spas, baby.
The area's premier fitness facility, Court Jester Athletic Club, is excited to be open and ready to serve you during your next workout. Join in a new and improved gym experience with fitness and safety top of mind. Updated cleaning and sanitation procedures will help keep you healthy and ready to keep pushing. Plus, utilize the newly renovated and remodeled equipment and exercise spaces. Reach your goals and escape your limits at Court Jester Athletic Club. A one-stop fitness experience.
Magic 101.7.
Best radio station. Keeps getting better.
Better music selection.
Best ever. Makes me feel better.
Number 1 for music and fun.
It's like the best ever.
Magic 101.7. 100% local.
Experience the new way to watch your Black Bears play all season long, at home and on the road, free on YouTube.
Getting a look at Danbury's version of the chuck-a-puck, trying to hurl their pucks into a trash can at the center ice line, as we welcome you back in for the second period intermission report, brought to you by our friends over at Excite Motorsports. Excite Motorsports, browse, ride, and buy. Free next day delivery to New York and Pennsylvania. Visit them online anytime at excitemotorsports.com. And Cole, before we get to the highlights of the period, well, all Danbury highlights, I should say, just a period where the Black Bears not necessarily don't play bad. They just did not capitalize on some chances.
No, you can't be completely disappointed with yourself if you're the Black Bears. They had a very strong period. It's just a period where Danbury had a stronger one, where they were able to capitalize on their chances, where the Black Bears came close, but just not close enough. And that's why we sit 2-1 with only a period to play, Brooks.
Well, now time to take a look at the Columbia Mutual Life Insurance stat sheet, brought to you by Columbia Mutual Life. Protecting families in the Southern Tier for over 140 years. And shots on goal in the period, Cole, Looks like they updated it on the website before we came back from break right there. And it was 20 in the period for Binghamton and only 8 for Danbury, but Danbury got 2 that mattered the most.
Yeah, and a 35-17 overall, but they don't matter unless they cross that goal line, and 2 of Danbury's shots cross the goal line, creating a 2-1. But the Black Bears, once you get shots on goal, you consistently put shots on goal, keep putting it, you will eventually crack through. More shots or more opportunities, good things happen when you throw them towards the net.
Unfortunately for Binghamton, they do not score on a 5-minute major. Daniel Amesbury giving a 5-minute major for as the aggressor, I believe, if I read that correctly. No, he got a fighting major as the aggressor, a game misconduct. The first time I saw it come through, it had ejection by it, but this one on the penalty summary does not have that, so I won't say anything unless it's completely true. But Daniel Amesbury has not been on the ice since the 3:10 mark of the second period.
Yeah, we'll find out more, I guess, when the hat tricks take the ice again. But just grabbed Dustin Gesso and threw off his gloves. Gesso didn't throw off his, so the aggressor comes on Amesbury. But the 5-minute major is where you need to capitalize, and unfortunately for Coach Sherwood's club, they weren't able to do that. And the momentum from there was kind of a turning point, swung to the hat trick's favor, because not long after they would put 2 pucks deposited back of the net. And that's really where we sit momentum-wise. Danbury really feeding off the crowd, having it all their way. Binghamton looking to respond and block out the noise.
8 shots in the period for Danbury. As Cole said, 2 of them got in, and unfortunately for unfortunately for the Black Bears, Danbury gets 2 while Binghamton gets nothing. So it's a 1-goal deficit going into the third. Out of no means a question or game out of question. We still have 20 minutes to decide who's going to win this, and the Black Bears are going to start on a power play, as it has come through that Zachary Pamaleon has been assessed a 2-minute minor for unsportsmanlike conduct for shedding the gloves. I think the Black Bears were pleading for more, but they only got 2. Something is better than nothing, and they will start the third period on the Henny Hard Seltzer power play.
Yeah, and they need to crack through soon, Brooks. They need to get this power play off and running. There's too many weapons between Dustin Gesso, Nikita Ivashkin, Brandon Stanko to be held off the score sheet with the man advantage, so they really need to get on their horses and find this power play clicking itself to where it could be.
That is a look at the Columbian Mutual Life Insurance stat sheet. One thing worth of note is it is probably, after this penalty to Pamaleon, I'd be willing to put some money down from our friends over at Tioga Downs Casino and Resort back in Nichols in the Empire State that Danbury is going to get another power play pretty quickly after the Black Bears power play comes to a conclusion. So you want to make sure you capitalize on this one and go into a potential kill at 2-2. So Zamboni finally making its way out. The scoreboard hasn't been running for the last couple of minutes, so 14's on the board. You know the Danbury standard for the intermission clock, and there it is, it's running. So no elongated intermission, hopefully, tonight. We come back, we'll have the Binghamton Hockey Booster Club highlights and a look at the out-of-town scoreboard as well. Cole break down the 2 Danbury goals, what the Black Bears can do better and what they need to do in the third period, coming up right after these messages here on the Black Bears YouTube page.
Are you looking for a new place to live? Lofts at JC is the official housing partner of the Binghamton Black Bears and the only luxury housing provider offering both 2 and 3 bedroom units, fully furnished for a modern living lifestyle. Lofts at JC is centrally located in the heart of the Tri-Cities area, located at 128 Grand Avenue in Johnson City. Housing applications are accepted online at loftsatjc.com. Once again, that's loftsatjc.com.
EBE CMS Imaging Solutions is the official printer provider of the Binghamton Black Bears. For over 40 years, they've been serving businesses around the Southern Tier. Locally owned and operated, EBE CMS Imaging Solutions has a full line of authorized Canon, Sharp, and Kyocera products. With multi-function printers, copiers, and fax machines, they'll help you determine which product is best for your needs, and their staff provides fast and efficient service. EBE CMS Imaging Solutions, 607-723-0000.
Are you kidding me? How do you do that?
Dude, I just got a new hot spring spa.
Carlisle has hot spring spas starting at $39.95. Come see how we make every day better by relaxing in a hot spring spa.
What happened to you today? You're shredding it.
Hot Spring Spas, baby.
The area's premier fitness facility, Court Jester Athletic Club, is excited to be open and ready to serve you during your next workout. Join in a new and improved gym experience with fitness and safety top of mind. Updated cleaning and sanitation procedures will help keep you healthy and ready to keep pushing. Plus, utilize the newly renovated and remodeled equipment and exercise spaces. Reach your goals and escape your limits at Court Jester Athletic Club, a one-stop fitness experience.
Magic 101.7.
Best radio station. Keeps getting better.
Better music selection.
Best ever. Makes me feel better.
Number 1 for music and fun.
It's like the best ever.
Magic 101.7. 100% local.
Experience the new way to watch your Black Bears play all season long, at home and on the road, free on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Excite Motorsports Intermission Report. Black Bears find themselves in a deficit for the first time this season as they trail the Danbury Hat Tricks 2-1 here inside the infamous Danbury Ice Arena. While we have the opportunity during this intermission, I'd like to plug a show from yours truly. I had the gracious opportunity to be interviewed by the legendary Bobby Howard in the Binghamton hockey media. The Power Play Post Show is back for its 13th season, and I was the featured guest this past week. I told Bob I'd give him a shout out on stream for inviting me on. He does a great job covering Binghamton hockey and minor league hockey, for all that matter. 13 years of doing the podcast show, and he was doing podcasts before podcasts were the thing. So big shout out to Bob Howard and the Power Play Post Show, available anywhere where you have your podcast. Cole, now it's time for the Binghamton Hockey Booster Club highlights, and unfortunately the highlights belong to Danbury this period, and it all starts at the 14:57 mark as Evan Lugo ties the game up after following up his own rebound on a poke check from McAnanamaw.
Yeah, it was a bit of a broken play as the puck was just sitting right outside the crease there, and really nothing McAnanamaw could do to find it. It was right by him. He couldn't get his pad over in time. And when, like you said earlier in the broadcast, Brooks, if you give this Danbury team an inch, they'll take a mile. And the energy they got off this first goal led to the second one from Michael Falanga. I'm sorry, Danny McKittrick, not Michael Falanga.
Yeah, and then unfortunately 30 seconds later, it's the very next shift, making it 2-1. And the assist going to Johnny Ruiz, and McKittrick, like you were just leading to, puts it together. So, unfortunately, 2 bad shifts in a row for the Black Bears, and Danbury made them pay, and kind of showing you why you can't ever take the defending champ lightly.
Yeah, they have a banner hanging from center ice for a reason, Brooks. This team knows they can score. They're not the same as the Elmira team that's going to try to out-grit and out-grind you. They're going to try to out-wheel and out-deal you with their blazing speed, as they've shown it off tonight. Yes, they've lost a few weapons like Dustin Gesso and Michael Marchesand, but guys like Danny McKittrick, Evan Lugo, Johnny Ruiz are still here and are still making life a nightmare for the Black Bears and their faithful.
Those are the highlights brought to you by the Binghamton Hockey Booster Club. Still got 20 minutes to go here. We're going to take a timeout once again, come back with the out-of-town scoreboard for our final segment of this Excite Motorsports Intermission Report. Back with you after these messages.
Are you looking for a new place to live? Lofts at JC is the official housing partner of the Binghamton Black Bears and the only luxury housing provider offering both 2 and 3 bedroom units fully furnished for a modern living lifestyle. Lofts at JC is centrally located in the heart of the Tri-Cities area, located at 128 Grand Avenue in Johnson City. Housing applications are accepted online at loftsatjc.com. Once again, that's loftsatjc.com.
EBE CMS Imaging Solutions is the official printer provider of the Binghamton Black Bears. For over 40 years, they've been serving businesses around the Southern Tier. Locally owned and operated, EBE CMS Imaging Solutions has a full line of authorized Canon, Sharp, and Kyocera products. With multi-function printers, copiers, and fax machines, they'll help you determine which product is best for your needs, and their staff provides fast and efficient service. EBE CMS Imaging Solutions, 607-723-0000.
Are you kidding me? How do you do that?
Dude, I just got a new hot spring spa.
Carlisle has hot spring spas starting at $39.95. Come see how we make every day better by relaxing in a hot spring spa.
What happened to you today? You're shredding it.
Hot Spring Spas, baby.
The area's premier fitness facility, Court Jester Athletic Club, is excited to be open and ready to serve you during your next workout. Join in a new and improved gym experience with fitness and safety top of mind. Updated cleaning and sanitation procedures will help keep you healthy and ready to keep pushing. Plus, utilize the newly renovated and remodeled equipment and exercise spaces. Reach your goals and escape your limits at Court Jester Athletic Club. A one-stop fitness experience.
Magic 101.7.
Best radio station. Keeps getting better.
Better music selection.
Best ever. Makes me feel better.
Number 1 for music and fun.
It's like the best ever.
Magic 101.7. 100% local.
Experience the new way to watch your Black Bears play all season long, at home and on the road, free on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Black Bears YouTube channel. We're still Cole Parenti with another Excite Motorsports intermission report here. Black Bears find themselves down 2-1 here inside the Danbury Ice Arena for the first of 9 times this year. And Cole, now time to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, and it looks like we have an update in Port Huron in the first battle up in Michigan this season. Prowlers lead the Rockers 2-1 at home, and they will play each other again tomorrow night.
Deficit the same as when we left. However, both teams put one on the board. Port Huron and Motor City, I'm sure, see each other just as many times as we see the Danbury Hat Tricks, as they are just underway for the third period, 6 minutes in. If we look at the goal scorers, Port Huron, we said Brandon Picard from Matt Graham and Jay Dalton. Then Jay Dalton had one unassisted. And then in the third period to open it up, Brad Ryder assisted by former Black Bear Danny Vanderweel. And that's where we stand right now, that one on the power play.
Yeah, Jay Dalton's probably going to try to chase down Tyler Jurch's all-time goal record, as he's the closest to him closest active player to him, I should say. Ahmed Mahfouz technically is closest, but he's been done playing for a little bit. Unfortunately, opening night not going the greatest for the Blue Ridge Bobcats. They find themselves down 4-0 at the Apex Center, and Mississippi has goals from Philip Juan, Yanni Liriakos, Chuck Costello, and Hugo Knock. I believe all 4 of those guys spent time in Mississippi last year, so good on the Seawolves having some returning offense. And let's see, they outshot Blue Ridge 12-8 in the first, 18-12 in the second, and now it stands at 30-20, as that game is just a little bit behind ours, and maybe by the time that we're through on the end of the night, we'll have a final score. And that one depends on how that third period decides to go if a couple of extra ticks go off the clock in a 4-0 contest. Getting ready, third period coming up right after this. We'll be right back on the Black Bears YouTube page. Final period of the night. Don't want to miss it.
Are you looking for a new place to live? Lofts at JC is the official housing partner of the Binghamton Black Bears and the only luxury housing provider offering both 2 and 3 bedroom units, fully furnished for a modern living lifestyle. Lofts at JC is centrally located in the heart of the Tri-Cities area, located at 128 Grand Avenue in Johnson City. Housing applications are accepted online at loftsatjc.com. Once again, that's loftsatjc.com.
EBE CMS Imaging Solutions is the official printer provider of the Binghamton Black Bears. For over 40 years, they've been serving businesses around the Southern Tier. Locally owned and operated, EBE CMS Imaging Solutions has a full line of authorized Canon, Sharp, and Kyocera products. With multi-function printers, copiers, and fax machines, they'll help you determine which product is best for your needs, and their staff provides fast and efficient service. EBE CMS Imaging Solutions, 607-723-0000.
Are you kidding me? How do you do that?
Dude, I just got a new hot spring spa.
Carlisle has hot spring spas starting at $39.95. Come see how we make every day better by relaxing in a hot spring spa.
What happened to you today? You're shredding it.
Hot Spring Spas, baby.
The area's premier fitness facility, Court Jester Athletic Club, is excited to be open and ready to serve you during your next workout. Join in a new and improved gym experience with fitness and safety top of mind. Updated cleaning and sanitation procedures will help keep you healthy and ready to keep pushing. Plus, utilize the newly renovated and remodeled equipment and exercise spaces. Reach your goals and escape your limits at Court Jester Athletic Club. A one-stop fitness experience.
Magic 101.7.
Best radio station. Keeps getting better.
Better music selection.
Best ever. Makes me feel better.
Number 1 for music and fun.
It's like the best ever.
Magic 101.7. 100% local.
Welcome back to the third period, brought to you by Nobody Yet. If you would like to sponsor the third period, make sure to contact the people upstairs in the Black Bears office. Trevor's Director of Corporate Partnerships. He would love to talk to you on the phone. If you want to buy tickets, talk to Kelsey or Bobby. And if you just want to have a chat about sports or hockey in general, I'm always available at brooks@binghamtonblackbears.com. And Cole, we're back for the third period. First shift in Binghamton on the power play for yet another time here tonight.
Yeah, they were, like I've said in the entire show, they need to get it going. This needs to be the place where they crack through and tie this game up at 2.
McCollum will melt down a puck that rolled off with a stick of Brendan Stanko, I believe, and Danbury will take that opportunity, change 3 out of the 4 penalty killers out there on the ice. Don't forget we have the La Quinta Inn & Suites postgame show after tonight's game. Might be a little abbreviated based on what kind of camera feed we can get from Danbury, but we will have one nonetheless. Kirkby fakes the slap shot, plays it over for Anderson. Gets the return favor from his defensive friend. Anderson skates in, loading it up for Somero. Doesn't like what he sees. Thompson, net front presence. Works on those tips all the time. Somero playing it all the way over for Thompson. One-touch passing, fanned on by Anderson on the back door. That's the play that they've been trying to set up all night. Not out, held in by Stanko at the line. Halfway through this Henny Hard Seltzer power play, looking for the first one of the year. It would be a big one, tying the game up. Kirkby flutters a changeup, and it played off the wall by Somero. Anderson chases after it. Power play unit called to the bench, and the second unit making its way out on the ice.
Heck of a look there by Austin Thompson to find the streaking defenseman Jesse Anderson on the doorstep. almost cracking through.
Ivashkin skates in. He's got a man on his back. It's Falanga. But safely gets it back to Liam Anderson. And just robbed right on the doorstep by McCollum. It was a bouncing puck in over end. And he just whacks at it Rumble Pony style into the glove of Connor McCollum with another dazzling save on a Black Bears power play.
What a save here as you get it on your replay, on your screens. Just a shot out from Weber, and all Jesso could do was swing his stick at it, and McCollum coming up big.
Lewis losing his handle on it on the pass from Jesso, and it's cleared. 15 seconds left to go in this power play. Pameleon's up and ready. And people, probably a little critique of Jesso tonight is that he's, in a lot of crowds after the whistle particularly. But one thing that I've noticed, and it doesn't show up in the stat sheet, is Pameleon comes out of the box. Could be a 2-on-1 for Danbury. Or hold that thought. Falanga comes in, but an excellent poke check by Liam Anderson. Puts the puck out of harm's way down into the corner. But back to my Jesso point, something that won't show up in the stat sheet tonight, how many faceoffs has Jesso won cleanly back to his own teammate? A lot. I believe I have at least 4, and a lot of them have come on the power play.
Yeah, Brooks, to your point, I noticed in the second period, the Black Bears have been extremely strong tonight on the face-off draw, whether it's Jesso or I believe Stanko, right? Stanko, anyone in that draw has really been winning the puck back and getting the Black Bears a chance to start early on the play.
Now Fletcher skating across the red line, throws it on target, and McCollum will make the save. And when you take one that hard off the chest, you're just going to do the wise thing and cover up and live to fight another day.
Yeah. Let your team get a little bit of a rest, get a change if they need. Allow everyone to set up where they want to set up, which looks like it's the other circle compared to what Jared Yao thought. And Tommy Reyes, he'll skate over.
Fletcher, Binghamton's goal scorer, leaves it for Ray, a wrist shot over the shoulder. He's small, but he can shoot it fast, folks. Right over the shoulder of McCollum. Puck stays in the Binghamton side. Down low for Fletcher, tries a one-touch. Low angle shot denied, and it hops over the crease. Anderson with a leaping goaltender making the save there on another wrist shot. Binghamton no shortage of offense as Anderson takes a heavy hit from Jim Jensen right in front of the Danbury bench. And this puck played back into the Danbury zone due to their own fault. No icing, says the linesman. Jared Yao waits for his troops to get lined up. Off the wall, right in stride. And stolen right away from Diacola. Ray still out there on the ice, playing it over for Thompson, throws it into the chest. Kirkby takes a high stick at the end of the play on a stick lift from the 10th forward, Vaughn Clouston, on the way through. And Kirkby pleading his case to the official. He's not going to get, referee's not buying what Kirkby's selling.
Yeah, let's highlight Tommy Ray as the Razor nearly cuts Danbury twice. He's really all over the ice at all times. You have to watch him if you're a defending team. His speed is just killer when he's out there.
Lewis gets to a loose puck off the face-off. Plays it down low for the captain. Off the wall, Weber is going to have to come in. Fires it right into the shin of Jacob Ratcliffe. Lewis tied up by Stoichevsky, and Thompson loses stick. Pameleon, though, odd numbers going the other way. Pameleon's wrist shot, trying for the far side, misses everything, comes out of the zone. Could be a 2-on-1 going the other way for Binghamton. Kirkby playing it over, but a good back check by Ratcliffe. Getting it over, Kirkby hacks it wide as the action continues to go end to end here as that puck rides the top of the boards out to the penalty box area. Lewis just looks at the bench, dumps it cross corner, allows Binghamton to change all 5 players. 4:30 gone here in period number 3. Shots 36 Binghamton, 15 Danbury according to the big board. Nifty move by Xavier Abdullah getting around Stanko, but Stanko pushes it off his stick on the second opportunity. Jesso, and now Ray. Jesso comes in, fans on a shot, stays with it. McCollum reaches out and makes the save.
Nice little dangle there from Dustin Jesso, but that all started with Brandon Stanko with a nice takeaway and creating almost sort of a pick and roll by not moving, allowing Gesso to march in there. As you see it here on your replay, stolen by Stanko. Gesso comes away with it, and he took the shot. It looked like looking for a rebound on the doorstep to what would have most likely have been an open look for Tommy Ray.
Face off, one back again by Gesso. And a wrist shot from the point from Stone is blocked by McCollum. Binghamton's offsides, they touch up. Got a little bit lucky, that puck never got deep. It hit a Danbury defenseman. Could lead to some more offense, and Gesso and Yao going at it with each other, and Gesso steals it. He's got Ray open all alone, and Tommy Ray scores and ties the game. A beautiful play from Dustin Gesso, picking up an assist against his former club, and we are tied at 2.
While the Razor cuts into the Danbury lead, tied at 2. What a pass from Dustin Gesso, making his old team pay as he really sauces one over the stick of the defender. Finds Tommy Ray cutting. Here it is on your screen. Gesso with the nice sauce pass. Tommy Ray makes no mistake about it. And the Razors' edge tonight, very sharp, Brooks.
I like that one, Cole. Keep that one for later in the year.
A broken clock's right twice a day, Brooks.
We'll visit at a later date. So 2-2, brand new game. Ivashkin on the forecheck with Somero. Stretch pass off the stick of Kuznetsov. This is icing as Kuznetsov was behind the red line, and this will come all the way back in the Danbury zone. But not before we have our first media timeout of the third period. Tommy Ray gets Binghamton equal here in the third period with his second of the year, and Gesso picking up an assist. Back with you after these messages. You're listening to Black Bears Hockey on YouTube.
Fans, Breast Cancer Awareness Night is this Saturday against the Danbury Hat Tricks. The first 2,000 fans will receive a rally towel presented by the State Farm Jim Rolo agencies. The Black Bears will also be wearing specialty jerseys for the first time this season. Get your tickets now at BinghamtonBlackBears.com.
Getting your hands on an all-new CF Moto side-by-side or four-wheeler is now easier than ever at ExciteMotorsports.com. Purchase your next power sports vehicle with our new, easy, and quick online buying experience. Browse inventory on ExciteMotorsports.com. Buy, get approved for financing and e-sign online right from your phone. Ride, have your new power sports vehicle delivered to your home the next day at no extra charge. Browse, buy, ride. Fun starts here at ExciteMotorsports.com.
All about you make me think of good things.
Good things.
Like calming tempers down.
Good things.
And passing them around.
So stand up and cheer. Well, that's gonna be a good thing.
Welcome back as I go through puberty live on the stream. Little voice crack right there. Wasn't ready for it with that sip of water. Back to the action. Kuznetsov now, after the icing, comes back the other way. He's got a dangerous wrist shot, but seen all the way by McAnanamaw. And we will just flip in. A couple seconds come off the clock.
Yeah, Black Bears fans know that Dmitry Kuznetsov shot a little too well. He's been on the Danbury hat trick for at least the last 3 seasons now, as he was a big thorn in their side for both playoff series that found the Black Bears on the losing end.
All square at 2. As Walters will get it over to Somero, who deposits the puck into the middle of the ice. Fletcher lost his stick in the process, puts him off sides. He has to go retrieve it. Binghamton was just waiting to start the breakout. Anderson losing control, trying to go through his deep. Fletcher good on the forecheck, creates a turnover. Wide open man, Somero, backdoor for Ivashkin on the short side. Missed the net. Back up to the blue line, Walters gets it deep. Nobody home though for Binghamton as it wraps all the way around to the near side of your screen. Anderson wrist shot through traffic. Might have got a piece of Abduella's dick. Instead, now comes this way. Ivashkin lost his stick in the process. And I think it was caught in his, oh no, I thought it was caught in his skate. Instead, back the other way, Lugo. Now back across. Kirkby, nice play, getting it around himself, self-pass. One thing I love about hockey and indoor lacrosse, the self-pass off the wall.
Yeah.
Underused.
It's definitely a good one. It would be a little weird to do that to yourself in football, but, you know.
Crowd trying to come alive here. Let's Go hat tricks ring through the arena.
Brooks, I want to highlight Justin Somro. He looks sharp in his season debut, really finding some chemistry with Nikita Ivashkin. They seem to know where each other are at all times, which is interesting because they didn't play together last year. Somro came in as Ivashkin came out, so real great work from Justin, and let's see him keep it up for the season.
Weber collides with the referee, leads to a Danbury turnover. And now all the way off the wall. 3-on-1 though for the Black Bears coming the other way. Stanko leaving it back. Ray right into the chest of McCollum, looking for his first multi-goal game of his career. And another great save made by Connor McCollum.
Here it is on your replay as a great drop pass from Stanko. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Weber taking out the ref, or getting taken out as you watch it come and play. The ref, they're in play, folks. They count. If you hit off them, there's nothing you can do. You got to watch yourself. But what a drop pass from Brendan Stanko to find Tommy Ray. Tommy Ray making the most of this opportunity given to him by Coach Sherwood. I'm sure Coach Sherwood's glad that he took that trip down to Chicago.
Momentarily pausing the action as they gave that stick on the ice to Danbury. It was actually Ivashkin's stick. So now that everybody has the right twig, they drop the puck and Danbury wins the defensive zone face-off, and Stoychevsky cuts through the middle of the ice on the forehand, trying to dangle around Stone. He does, but Liam Anderson's there to cover for his defensive partner. Liam Anderson, quietly good game so far in this one as Stanko comes away with a turnover. Coming down the right wing side, dropping it back for Jasso again in the corner. You know the hit's coming. Jasso had it roll off of his stick and easily reversed by Danbury's defense. Everybody calms down a little bit as Stanko goes over to the bench for a line change. Fresh body is Josh Fletcher, streaking, didn't see him. Was Dan Stone, but now Ray cuts through the middle, gets around one man. And Tommy Ray is flying around this Danbury defense. Arister standing tall is McCollum making the save. Jasso couldn't get the rebound. Held in though by Stone, good soccer style. Fletcher, nobody to pass to, he's just buying time. Sidesteps a wide hit from Clouston. Stone over to an open Jasso outside the face-off dot. Binghamton zipping it around, and wise decision by McCollum to melt it down and let his defense get set back up.
And here we go again with Danbury looking at Dustin Jasso. Jasso just passed that puck a little ahead of his target. Otherwise, the Black Bears would have been in business there. Here it is on your replay as the puck is frozen. Jasso skate. You'll see it again. Jasso just skates over. Or we'll just keep going back and forth here.
It's nothing really too big to see. I mean, it's a push, and then
Yeah.
Jasso loses his edge. It's not a flop.
No, it was.
But I don't think he saw it coming. And then I think it got him off balance. And, you know, Cole, you spend a lot of time on the ice sometimes.
Especially on my butt, Brooks.
Yep. All right, back to the action here. Pamelion helps out on the face-off to allow Danbury control in their own end. And they will start a breakout from behind. Falenga keeps it on sides. Pamelion, nifty move. Binghamton thought that they had drawn an offsides call. Both teams have done a good job staying on sides tonight. I think only one infraction each side, which is a pretty clean hockey game. Falenga now crossing back over. It is on sides, trying to dance in on the Binghamton defense as Ivashkin takes a little bit of a nudge down to the ice, but gets right back up. Start the breakout. Ivashkin still searching for his first goal of the year, but tonight, no shortage of chances, but he's been a key contributor in some good possessions.
Yeah, he looked a little slow to start the season last game, trying to find his edge, and he looks like he's really recovered in a nice time as we have a breakaway chance.
Plays on sides, but Kirkby and Walters do a good job gapping back up. Ruiz, though, coming in and blocked by Walters. Down on a knee. Assistant captain J.T. Walters all the way from California getting down to make the play. Turnover and almost banked in off the goaltender. That's the speed of Austin Thompson. The Black Bears are a fast squad. They want to run and gun, and they've made Danbury pay a couple times on some poor line changes as that's icing against this home squad. 10:14 left to go. Actually, check that, 10:20 left to go here. Tommy Ray, second of the year from Dustin Jasso, and it looks like Mac Lewis is guilty of a penalty, and it was not icing, it was a infraction. So the Hat Tricks are going on the power play here in the third period. Time of the penalty, 9:40, and a big Northeastern Striping Corporation penalty kill coming up for the Black Bears. Lugo and Weber fight for it, trying to get it over. Boilar seals his man off. Good play by Boilar, and that does allow Thompson to backhand it out of the zone. Change a couple of forwards. They're going to go with Stanko, Fletcher, Weber, and Boilar. Lugo is already offsides. If the puck gets near, he's just going to wait and step over. Play a little game of chicken with Boilars. That's wrapped all the way around. This is offsides against Danbury. They don't know it. They have to touch up. And I don't think Boilar heard the linesman. But if you wait with that puck, you can kill more time because Danbury has to come all the way out and then chase after you. But it's gone. Halfway through.
Never a bad play just to throw it down, Brooks. As Danbury really getting their wires, it seems, crossed here. Passes aren't crisp on this power play.
Stanko FIFA's one over to Kirkby, and Kirkby floats it down the length of the ice. Danbury, best power play in the playoffs last year. Unsuccessful so far here tonight. 45 seconds to change that and give them the lead once again. 2-2, we're all square, 11 minutes gone in period number 3. Pameleon up at the red line, dances around one man, tries to get it around Liam Anderson, loses control, and Dan Stone takes a hit, but does get the puck all the way down, and a penalty coming up against Danbury. Tripping is the call, and it looks like we're going to 4-on-4 hockey. We're going to tell you all about it when we come back. 8:46 left to go. Tied game up at 2 here on the Black Bears YouTube page.
Advancements in new clinical therapies are made possible by heroes like you. Velocity Clinical Research is looking for volunteers to participate in clinical research studies. Compensation is provided. There's a Velocity location near you on Old Vestal Road in Vestal. Learn more about participating and becoming a Velocity medical hero today.
Whether you're a high school or college athlete or a weekend warrior, Guthrie is the area's premier sports medicine program, offering injury evaluation, concussion management, physical therapy, and more. With a full team of providers across New York and Pennsylvania offering same or next day appointments, Guthrie gets you back in the game as quickly as possible. Call the Guthrie Sports Medicine team today at 866-GUTHRIE or learn more at guthrie.org/sportsmed.
Welcome back. I did it again, folks. Welcome back to Black Bears Hockey on YouTube. Maybe it's the YouTube road game that's throwing my voice out of whack so far. Black Bears are on the power play as Zach Pameleon guilty of a trip, his second penalty here, and technically 2 periods because his other penalty occurred at the 20-minute mark after the final horn of the second period. But Black Bears power play opportunity.
Once again, they'll first start with 26 seconds of 4-on-4.
And just so losing an offensive zone faceoff, rarity here tonight. Danbury comes in shorthanded. McKittrick trying to dancing around Boilar. Does get it down low into the corner. Boilar needs to try to play this puck over to an open man. And he finds Anderson.
Black Bears just trying to kill off this last 5 seconds to get Mac Lewis back on the ice and start their power play.
Yep, that's a good catch by you, Cole. I thought they were already on the power play. That's my fault. Ivashkin going around the wall, ran out of real estate. Abduella over to it, and this puck will be cleared. Not the length of the ice, but just about. It's 190 feet out of 200. As Ivashkin camping out behind Jared Yao, trying to find a soft spot in the Danbury defense. Liam Anderson comes in. No, excuse me, that's Just So. Playing it over for Ivashkin. Just So getting to the front of the net, and that's sure going to be drawing a crowd. Wrist shot kicked out by McCollum, never got off the ice. Back up to the point now, Anderson. This is Liam. We see Jesse on the other unit. Wrister, and caught standing tall by McCollum.
Yeah, The Black Bears set up much better on this power play chance as they have 54 seconds still to work with on the Pamela tripping minor. They want, I can't stress it enough, they want to crack through. They need to crack through here as Stanko, Samaro, Anderson, Thompson, and Kirkby take the ice.
Samaro comes in, and now they get it back. Kirkby and Jesse Anderson towing the blue line. Stanko down low. They try to go low to high. Kirkby in a give-and-go situation. Gets under the stick of Jesse Anderson. That's happened a couple times to him tonight. Hopefully he's going to try to shake off that rust. Trying to return the favor quickly, but deposited right back out. Kirkby's going to have to skate back. Falenga might have a step on him, but a diving Kirkby knocks it away from Evan Lugo, and Kirkby's tired. He needs to get a sub. 15 seconds left to go, and another Henny Hard Seltzer power play, fourth one of the night.
Kirkby's defensive IQ is off the charts, Brooks. We've seen it in the first two games, getting down to block, passes across. Real smart hockey player.
Samaro down low with Thompson. Low angle, tried to shelf it, sends it into the net. And Pamela has been allowed to return. Power play is 0 for 4 tonight for Binghamton. And this puck will stay in the Danbury zone with 6:45 left to go.
I'm sure Coach Sherwood will know exactly what he would like to work on tomorrow at morning skate before they take the ice against these Danbury Hat-Tricks again for Breast Cancer Awareness Night. So make sure you get your tickets now to come watch some fantastic Federal Prospect Hockey League.
Fletcher will lose this face-off to Ruiz, and Gonzalez looking for the home run pass off the wall. No one touches it. No icing, though, says the linesman. Hops over the stick of Ray as Weber had a little bit too much on that one. Back in the Danbury end, we'll reset and try this again. Abdella all the way through the ice off the skate of McKittrick, who put himself on sides. Great skating awareness there. Weber lost the puck and then his edge in front of the bench. The two teams jockey for it. Ray can't connect with it, and a wise decision by the captain to play it backwards instead of just getting it in the offensive side. Stretch pass goes into the crowd as it got deflected at the blue line and sends it home with a lucky fan as a souvenir.
Yeah, we're getting close to crunch time here, Brooks. 6 minutes to go, and parallel, or I should say contrary to the NHL, where you'll see teams kind of play for the point, get back. The federal hockey, this hockey league, there's 3 points up for grabs. If you go to overtime, you're going to split the first two, and the winner will only get the remaining one. So a incentive to try to win in regulation.
6 minutes left to go here. Brooks Hill, Cole Parenti on the first maiden voyage of the Black Bears YouTube chat. And icing is called against the Black Bears. This will come all the way back. Want to thank all 450 of you all listening in on YouTube. Hopefully this will be the standard moving forward for away broadcast. Big thanks to Doug over in the Danbury Communications Department, helping us get set up with the broadcast tonight and giving us this wonderful camera feed that you're looking at back at home. Face-off pushed into the Binghamton corner to the left of McAnanama. And now Stanko softly passes it over for Walters, who just tries to get it out. Takes a ride off the glass. Danbury will touch up, but stolen away by Stanko on the way through. On the forehand, Stanko has a shot directed by the goaltender into his glove. Used his stick as a ramp.
It's nice and nifty there, Brooks. I don't think I've ever seen that. Very impressive from Connor McCullum in his FPHL debut.
And typically, those are the ones that when the goalie doesn't have their stick flat, it rides their glove, or excuse me, rides their stick as the ramp, like that one did, over their shoulder into the net. But glove in the right spot made it look like a routine. 48 shots on goal for the Black Bears. Thompson looking for number 50. This is offsides as Anderson could not hold the line. And unfortunately, just a little of a miscue for Binghamton. This comes right out into the neutral zone in front of the Danbury bench. We'll take, I think, 3 seconds off the clock, and we did it again.
Yeah, Austin Thompson really had that puck bounce over his stick a few times tonight. Just bad luck. Nothing you can really do about it.
JT Walters now coming on in. Once upon a time was a forward, I believe, with the Elmira Enforcers. Or maybe it was the Carolina Thunderbirds. But he's been playing defense his entire career with the Black Bears. Back up at the blue line, touched up by Thompson. Backhands one in near side. Abdullah lost his handle on it. Kirkby comes away with it. Leads to a turnover. Black Bears get another offensive possession. Anderson, wrister, looking for a tip, hits his own man. Off the side of the net on a wrister from Kirkby. Mac Lewis on the forward check. Spins around Abdullah. Back to the point for Dan Stone. Loads up a slap shot, tipped, and puck is still loose. And Danbury has a player on top of their own goalie.
You ever seen that before, Brooks? I haven't.
No, Kirkby was on top, and people were pleading for the crowd. There's absolutely no call there, as Danbury's player's on top of his goalie. So it does take us to a media timeout. We sort everything else. Hack and whack time for the Black Bears when we come back. 4:39 left to go, all tied up at 2 here on YouTube.
You can experience gig speeds with Greenlight Networks. Our reliable fiber connection provides fast, affordable internet, so you can accomplish more in less time. We're expanding coverage in many places in the Southern Tier, and we want to be your internet provider. Visit greenlightnetworks.com and click on Check Availability to see if we're in your area. Greenlight Networks, fast, affordable internet in your hometown.
For discounted name brand clothing and footwear for the whole family, Homer Men and Boys Store is the place to shop. In business since 1951, our woman-owned family business is known for treating their customers like family. And there's nothing more important to us than backing every sale with friendly service. Come visit us to see the largest pair of jeans in the world. Come see what we have for you.
Welcome back to the Black Bears YouTube channel. Brooks Hill, Cole Parenti on the call here tonight. 2-2 hockey game. 18 shots for Danbury, 49 for Binghamton, who had 61 on opening night. I don't think they're going to get there, Cole, but I think they will get over 50 for the second game in a row.
Yeah, I mean, who knows, Brooks? We could theoretically have 10 more minutes of hockey if nothing happens.
Just so, centering pass rolls off the stick of Ray, and Danbury will deposit the puck back into the Binghamton zone. Go ahead.
I'm going to say it right now, Brooks. If there's going to be a hero for this Binghamton Black Bear team, Dustin Jasso is going to be right in the middle of it.
Liam Anderson, just outside the blue line, throws it on target. And McCollum's done a great job all night long, taking some fair catches, football style, and just melting it down while standing up on his feet.
Yeah, Brooks, where I grew up, it was a fly ball for baseball, not so much fair catches. But, yeah, a goalie very comfortable on his feet. Most goalies more comfortable down in the butterfly. Not the case here, as we'll cover up and do it all again.
Yeah, McCollum must have not liked something he's seen right there. So, they wanted to get some players off the ice. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't see the referee hold Danbury on the line change that last time. But, oh well, Stanko will take this face off. He loses it into the Danbury corner. Jasso, though, with a good stick, blocks it back. Ray's wrister into the safety netting, out of play. Same story, different day. We reset, same face-off dot. We're do it all again.
Yeah, just draws it out. Teams more time to prepare, look at each other, look over who's on the ice, who they have to get by. As Jesso trying to cheat a little bit, and he gets the one draw back.
Look out, could be a 3-on-1 going the other way. Boilar tried to pinch 2-on-1 now. Coming the other way, shoots off of the top of the crossbar and goes into the netting. Brendan White, one of the newest members of this Danbury squad, almost gives Danbury a 3-2 lead here with under 4 left to go. And those are those 50-50 plays that almost came back to haunt the Black Bears right there on the failed pinch.
C-Mac looked behind himself, almost unsure of where that puck was.
Danbury with 2 players behind the net right now. Brendan White trying to start a cycle. Jasso, though, does a good job of getting it out to center ice. Ray waiting for some friends. Wraps it all the way around behind for Jasso. Jasso had Stanko on the back door, didn't see him. And now some defensive changes for the Black Bears. Boilar's wrist shot blocked, got to get back. Jesse Anderson now skating backwards. White couldn't find the puck on the first look, up for Boilar and whacked off the glass. White was already going over to the bench. You got to run that risk sometimes of just getting off. You don't want a too many men penalty this late in the game. I believe the Danbury player was already getting ready to step on the ice. Yao and Jasso get tied up with each other. Fletcher returns the favor. Jasso caught a high stick on the way through. Yao fanned on a shot. And Jasso's shaken up. He's going to skate over to the bench. And a fresh body's going to come to take his spot. It's Josh Fletcher. Ivashkin cuts in. Binghamton offsides, so Ivashkin touches up on the delayed call. Now, Ivashkin made one man miss, draws 3 players. Takes a high hit. He's down on the ice, trying to get up. And a whistle as the puck finally makes its way out into the neutral zone.
Yeah, we've seen Nikita Ivashkin take some heavy hits in his Black Bear career. None that have kept him on the ice this long, so this one must have, sorry Brooks, it must be contagious, whatever's going on with your voice. We've never seen him really take a hit that hard and not be able to get up. But he's on his feet now, skating on his own power, as I'm sure he'll head to the bench for a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it should be a neutral zone face-off coming up when they blew the play dead, and Ivashkin heads over to the bench. Looks like Alex Sanion's going to take his spot. Extra forward tonight for the Black Bears, wearing 94 in white. Danbury off the face-off win at the red line, and not a step further. Dumps it right on in. JT Walters plays it behind the net, too far for Anderson. Binghamton does get it out. I was worried about that pass. A no look, and if that turned into a turnover. 2:18 left to go here in the period. I should say regulation time. Danbury ups the puck up. Ruiz coming on in against Fletcher on the backhand. Tried to go short side against McAnanamaw, nothing having. Alex Sanion lost his edge, but does kick the puck out into the neutral zone. And at this point in the game, you're take it any way you can, getting it back out to neutral ice. Anderson leaving it over for Alex Sanion. A backhander floated high. Kirkby in down low against Yao. 2-on-1 though. Somero over to the loose puck. Turnaround shot blocked by Stoichevsky rather. And penalty coming up as Somero guilty of the hook. He doesn't believe it. And 1:40 left to go here. It is crunch time in the ice arena.
Yeah, not the time to take a penalty. No time's really a good time, but this has got to be the worst of it all. Sub 2 minutes to go here in the third. Black Bears stuck on 49 shots, 18 for Danbury. They've mustered under 20. 2 have found their way behind CMAC. So we'll have to see this Binghamton Black Bear penalty kill, which has been strong to start the season, knock on wood, come through again. As Kirkby gets himself an explanation from the referees.
Oh, they're going to go to 4-on-4. They're going to get both. They're going to give Stoichevsky an embellishment call.
So Brooks, you might know this better than me. I don't know how this works. If we go to extra time, does it just stay 3-on-3? Do we go 4-on-4? I guess we'll have to find out. But still 1 minute and 40 seconds to worry about first.
So here, you can't have an embellishment without the other call.
Yeah.
So you can't call the embellishment without the hook. So you stay at 4-on-4. If this result holds, the carry over into overtime. Also worth noting, if anybody scores in the next minute 40, the other person does not get to come out. You stay at 4-on-4. We might stay at 3-on-3, and then when that 20 seconds is up, should we go to Toyota RAV fourth period? And then at the next whistle after the players have returned, then you go back to 3-on-3.
That's what I figured.
That's a guess. But I don't know.
We'll see.
All right,
Hopefully
Liam Anderson here. I haven't familiarized myself with the entire 218-page rule book just quite yet. Danbury, though, 80 seconds left in regulation time. Ratcliffe over at the blue line. Gets it deep. Pamelaon trying to draw a crowd. Anderson over to a loose puck. That's Liam. Pressure from behind from Pamelaon. Heavy back check by Pamelaon. And it's going to work out. It's going to get the loose puck. Plays it over to the open man. A lot of open ice as Abdella comes skating on in. Trying to get around. Shot blocked by Ivashkin. Abdella with Kirkby in the passing lane. That's what Cole was talking about earlier in tonight's broadcast about the defensive IQ. Blocks that pass. 40 seconds left to go here in regulation time. Ivashkin steers it back. Binghamton in the process of a line change. 35 ticks left to go here. Anderson and Ivashkin start together. Ivashkin looking like he's going 2-on-3. Binghamton has numbers back. Trying to get to overtime. Back up to the blue line. Walters dances around a man, puts him on skates. He comes in and off the shoulder of the goaltender. McAnanima is going to have to come out of his net to play the puck. And he does. He plays it off the glass. Touched on the way through by Ivashkin. No icing. Stanko, power move to the front. Couldn't get it on his forehand. 3 seconds. Ivashkin just wraps it into the corner. The horn sounds. And folks, we are headed to the Toyota RAV 4th period for the first time this season.
Yeah, good to see Nikita Ivashkin back on the ice after taking that heavy hit. These teams, is there nothing more to be said about them and how closely related they are than the fact that we are going to a overtime in their first meeting?
All right. We're just going to stay right here because I don't know how long the referees are going to break away. And let's talk about how we got here, Cole. In the third period, Binghamton scores the only goal. Dustin Jasso, great hustle play by 22 in white. Gets a pass over to Tommy Ray, who puts it top shelf and ties the game up at 2.
Yeah, Tommy Ray put it right in the sock drawer. He really is making the most of this opportunity he's been given by Coach Sherwood, making a name and a presence for himself. He was found in that Chicago
free agent camp.
So it just proves to all you young hopefuls out there, go to a camp, give it a try. See what you can prove, because you could end up being the next Tommy Ray, scoring big goals for the Binghamton Black Bears.
So Somero and Stoichevsky, I think, getting an explanation from the officials about what's going to happen when their penalty time is up.
I wish they could phone one up here to us, because I would love to know how this plays out. It looks like we'll start 3-on-3. I'm going to assume that kind of the way a regular penalty will work is that they will come out once the time is up, but maybe they'll make them wait. We'll have to wait and see. But
I think they'll go to 4-on-4 until they have a whistle, and then as soon as that whistle happens, they'll pull them off. But we're 3-on-3. First overtime of the year for either team. Game number 2 for Binghamton, game number 3 for Danbury. Black Bears go with Jasso, Ray, and Anderson. What a vote of confidence for Ray being out there in overtime.
Yeah, both teams already earned a point tonight, Brooks, so we'll see where that extra one falls. But yeah, good for Tommy Ray and Dustin Jasso. Not matched up last week against Elmira, but find themselves together today, working well and finding chemistry.
Both teams still have their timeout, should they want to use it. Jasso wins it back, and Tommy Ray gets over to a loose puck, almost took it away from his own teammate at the red line, dumps it in himself, and he'll give chase. McCollum steers it around, and Danbury with the true first possession of the game. Would have liked to see Ray go back to his defensive partner, Anderson, right there to control the puck. And we're back to 4-on-4 for the next whistle. Stoichevsky comes right off, and that puck hops out of play. And we will go back to 3-on-3 just like that. So skate on, skate off.
Question answered there, Brooks. As the 3-on-3 game has turned into more of a possession and wait kind of a chess match in hockey, as you control the puck, try to bait someone into making a change or making a mistake, and then going for the rush, whether that be 2-on-1, 3-on-2, or even just 1-on-1.
Forgot to say at the beginning, this is the Toyota RAV 4th period. We're thankful for our friends over at Toyota for being back for another year of Black Bears hockey. McKittrick skating against Walters. Cannot get around the assistant captain. Walters now with it. Hits Stanko. A little bit behind, not in stride, but possession is possession. 91, wrist shot through target, misses everything, but chases his own rebound like Steph Curry. And now back out into his own zone. Possession is everything in overtime. And you definitely want to make sure you hit the net on the shot, because if you don't, it could be going the other way unless you grab your own rebound like Stanko just did.
Yeah, you don't want a catastrophic bounce as Walters gets it in deep.
He's pinned up against the wall. We play on. Stanko with possession. Stanko still surveying his options, leaving it for Ivashkin. Almost had his pocket picked. Ivashkin dancing on in, has some space off the glove of McCollum. And now Danbury has an opportunity. They have some tired bodies out there, and they're going to change their forwards. Kirkby, Boilar, and Thompson now out. Thompson, the deep man, marked against Evan Lugo, who is way off sides for the time being. Kirkby on the forecheck against Wojciechowski, and this misses everybody. If it makes the line, it's icing. It does. And this is coming all the way back with 3:08 left to go in overtime.
You almost wonder if you don't want the icing, Brooks, because the Black Bears had possession that they could set up and get ready. So we will see what comes from this face-off, as it'll be Kirkby, Boilard, and Thompson setting up once again to the left catching side of Connor McCollum.
3 minutes left to go here. And Danbury with control of the puck. Jared Yao against Austin Thompson. Skates over. On sides, Kirkby temporarily knocks him away from the puck. Lugo's out in front, but an excellent stick by Mathieu Boilar to knock away a passing attempt that would have left Lugo out all alone in front of McAnanamaw. Now Boilar comes in, 1-on-3. Goes between his legs. Boilar fanned on a shot. Ray's going to catch up to it. Fire a slap shot. Denied by McCollum. Boilar back defensively. To the other end we go. Gonzalez lost his handle on it. Friendly fire. Jasso takes out Boilar. Ruiz tries to get around Ray. He's in alone. McAnanamaw makes the save. Tried to play it. Now caught out of his crease. Ruiz fires again. Save made by McAnanamaw.
What a sequence there from C-Mac, recovering off the misplay as he didn't realize his guys thought he was going to ice that puck, melt it down, and to get himself back into his crease for a big threat in Johnny Ruiz and stop that man from scoring is huge and keeps this game going.
2:12 left to go here. I'm excited for tomorrow night, and this one still has some time left to go. Jasso wins it back cleanly to Jesse Anderson. Tommy Ray out there with them. Kuznetsov, Pameleon, and Falenga out for Danbury. Anderson comes in. A backhander steered wide. And now Jasso is the lone defenseman going against Falenga. Falenga on the backhand, power move. And Jasso cleans up the rebound after a save by C-Mac. Beautiful pass by Jasso, back over to Ray. Trying to skate on through, ice cut in half, and McCollum dives on top of it.
What a pass from Dustin Jasso, knowing exactly where Tommy Ray is. I think Coach Sherwood may have found himself a nice pair between these two, and we'll see what he plans to do with them tomorrow night. 1:43 to go, 53 shots on goal for the Black Bears. What a performance from Connor McCollum to make 51 saves and stand tall.
Stanko ties up in the corner with Lugo. He loses his edge, nothing there. Abduello looking at his options, just plays it up for McKittrick. Could have been a give and go opportunity, but McKittrick didn't see it. Spinning around, Ivashkin couldn't find the puck. Now it finds the stick of Lugo. Two-man game down low against Ivashkin. Is his stick in the passing lane. Wrist shot blocked by Stanko. Ivashkin in a skate race. Could not play it to himself. A heads-up play by Nikita. But it's thrown out into the neutral zone right at the red line. 70 seconds left to go in overtime. Brought to you by our friends over at Toyota. Tyson Kirkby as the 1-minute announcement rings through the ice arena. How many chances will each team have? Mac Lewis skates in, right wing side, circles the net, doesn't like what he sees, plays it over for Weber. Weber, one touch, knocked into the glass by Abdella. Kirkby spinning around, needs to find a teammate, stretch pass, look out, it's a breakaway. All alone, and it rolls off his stick, no call. Danbury doesn't believe it, Ruiz comes in, blocked, and held on to by McAnanamaw. Coast to coast action the entire overtime.
This is getting intense. We only have 18.9 to play, and this game could still go either way in that time frame. We could see both these teams with their blazing speed get the upper hand. But wow, what a stop by McNamara. And what a sequence as Jesso lines up with JT Walters and Tommy Ray.
I will go out and say it. No matter how this game turns out, Jesso has been the best in the face-off dot for the Black Bears tonight. He wins another one. 10 seconds left. Final push for Binghamton. Jesso comes in, gets around one. A backhander way wide as it's floated out into the crowd. And Cole, we are not done yet.
This one goes the distance, Brooks.
Wow. Binghamton had one shootout last year. It was Military Appreciation Weekend against Motor City, and they lost.
They fell in that one. We'll see where Coach Sherwood has. That was with Coach Gill, too. This is Coach Sherwood's first chance at the shootout, and it looks like Danbury will elect to shoot first. So we will see where we go from here. Jesse Anderson trying to get an explanation from the refs exactly what's going to happen. We will have the entire ending here for you. So Coach Sherwood, I expect to see, you can give your take, Brooks, but I'm going to think Coach Sherwood goes Jesso, Ivashkin, and Tyson Kirkby.
Well, you know,
Are we 5 here, Brooks, shooters, or are we 3?
I just heard our friend Doug from Danbury say 3.
3 is what I would assume. So, here we go. Nikita Ivashkin will shoot first against Connor McClendon. Nikita, the guy, I believe, to just go in hard and fast, so we'll see how it goes.
All right. Danbury does get to choose if they go first or second. They want to go second. Ivashkin first to it. Skates in. And denied by McCollum.
Yeah, Ivashkin looking for the 5-hole, wasn't there. Got himself in a little too deep. So we'll see Connor McNamara's first chance at the shootout as Danbury will send
Zach Pamelayan all the way from Hawaii. That's a far way to come. Pamelayan against Connor McNamara.
I want to know how he got started with hockey in Hawaii.
He comes in a lot slower than Ivashkin did, goes wide outside the dots, now coming in on the lefty, forehand shoots! And it makes its way in off the glove of McNamara. So Danbury up 1 in the shootout.
Yeah, nothing really to do there for CMAC as Dustin Jesso looks to respond as it just kind of rolled its way off and back into the net. Can Jesso silence the crowd? Here we go.
Jesso now skates on in, out wide. Backhander denied by the leg of Connor McCollum. So now, if this is a 3-person shootout, could be the game.
And it looks like Coach McCreary will put it on the stick
of McKittrick. He comes in with a lot more speed than Pamelayan. And kicked out by McNamara. We go to the third. Danbury still up 1-0 in goals in the shootout.
And there we go. Tyson Kirkby, the captain, with his biggest opportunity of the season.
And Kirkby skates on in. On the forehand, denied. Tyson Kirkby denied. All 3 shooters come up empty-handed for the Black Bears, and Danbury wins in the shootout by a final score of 3-2. Binghamton picks up a point on the road, and you got to be happy about that, but you know they had their opportunities to come away with the victory here tonight.
Yeah, having 53 shots on goal and only walking out of here with 2 goals and 1 point is definitely disappointing, but the Black Bears need to take what they have here and build off of it to get to more of a mid-season energy and grind.
We're coming back to La Quinta Inn and Suites postgame show right after this timeout here on the Black Bears YouTube page. Final score, Danbury 3, Binghamton 2. Danbury wins the shootout 1-0 as we get ready to head back to Binghamton for tomorrow night's matchup.
Fans, Breast Cancer Awareness Night is this Saturday against the Danbury Hat Tricks. The first 2,000 fans will receive a rally towel presented by the State Farm Jim Rolo agencies. The Black Bears will also be wearing specialty jerseys for the first time this season. Get your tickets now at BinghamtonBlackBears.com.
Getting your hands on an all-new CF Moto side-by-side or four-wheeler is now easier than ever at ExciteMotorsports.com. Purchase your next power sports vehicle with our new, easy, and quick online buying experience. Browse inventory on ExciteMotorsports.com. Buy, get approved for financing and e-sign online right from your phone. Ride, have your new power sport vehicle delivered to your home the next day at no extra charge. Browse, buy, ride. Fun starts here at ExciteMotorsports.com.
All about you make me think of good things.
Good things.
Like calming tempers down.
Good things.
And passing them around.
So stand up and cheer. Well, that's good beer.
Welcome into the La Quinta Inn and Suites postgame show. Brooks Hill, Cole Parenti trying to tie a bow up on this one and get you set for tomorrow night. You see Danbury skating off the ice tonight as victors by a final score of 3-2. It goes the entire distance to the last round of the shootout, and unfortunately for the Black Bears, Cole, Danbury gets the better of them in the skills competition as they win 1-0 in the shootout.
Well, yeah, even a skills competition that looked kind of slow and uneventful as the one puck that beats either goaltender was stopped at first and then bounced its way behind CMAC. The Black Bears need to regroup for tomorrow night, and they need to respond with a big offensive performance because they had the shots on goal to do it, just couldn't find the back of the net.
Nobody scores in overtime. Danbury, as we take a look at the Columbia Mutual Life Insurance stat sheet. Trying to get our final count of shots on goal. The board says 53-21, but those haven't been right the entire night, unfortunately. And they weren't a little bit. So, third period, shots on goal. Danbury only gets one shot. Binghamton 15 in the third. For a grand total of 53 shots. Danbury finishes the night with 23. Overtime shots. 3 for Binghamton, 4 for Danbury, pretty even. And I don't think either team really had the edge in overtime. Both teams had some chances, and both goalies making great plays on both ends.
Yeah, they both looked real strong. It's a game of possession when you're there in the extra frame, and neither team really was able to come away with what seemed to be a dominant overtime performance, which led us to our shootout and ultimately our final.
Only scorer in the shootout, Zach Pameleon, he went first.
Yeah, it was just a slower move that kind of baited CMAC into drawing out, and he couldn't find himself back into position enough, eventually having the puck even hit him in the chest and roll right to the back of the net. Just bad luck for the Black Bear netminder.
Didn't even know who the third shooter was going to be.
I would assume Johnny Ruiz would have been third.
Yep, I think so too. We just got past the 3 stars of the night. So we will take a timeout, the final one of the night. We'll have the Budweiser 3 stars of the game. Get you ready for Breast Cancer Awareness Night tomorrow, where these same two teams will match up against each other inside the Vision Veterans Memorial Arena. Take a peek at the final out-of-town scoreboard look of the night, and after that, we will be off the air and head back to Binghamton for another matchup between these same squads. Don't go anywhere, folks. La Quinta Inn and Suites postgame show keeps trucking along after these messages.
Advancements in new clinical therapies are made possible by heroes like you. Velocity Clinical Research is looking for volunteers to participate in clinical research studies. Compensation is provided. There's a Velocity location near you on Old Vestal Road in Vestal. Learn more about participating and becoming a Velocity medical hero today.
Whether you're a high school or college athlete or a weekend warrior, Guthrie is the area's premier sports medicine program, offering injury evaluation, concussion management, physical therapy, and more. With a full team of providers across New York and Pennsylvania offering same or next day appointments, Guthrie gets you back in the game as quickly as possible. Call the Guthrie Sports Medicine team today at 866-GUTHRIE or learn more at guthrie.org/sportsmed.
Welcome back in. La Quinta and in Sweets postgame show. Brooks Hill, Cole Parenti wrapping this one up. 3 stars of the night brought to you by our friends over at Budweiser. Third star of the night goes to the Binghamton goaltender Connor McAnanama in his pro debut. Only 2 goals against, as that shootout goal does not count against his stats. Made 20 saves here in this one. Zach Pameleon, the second star of the night from Danbury. He did score the only goal in the shootout. And the first star of the night from the Pipes on the other end, it's Connor McCollum, 51 saves in his pro debut. Very deserving, I believe. So those are your 3 stars of the night. McCollum first, Pameleon second, and McAnanama the third star of the night. Cole, why don't you bring up the out-of-town scoreboard for the final time tonight? I think we have some finals to talk about, as all games in the league should be done by now.
Yes, we have a final out in the Apex Center with the Blue Ridge Bobcats as they made a run for it at the end to fall short 5-3 against the Mississippi Seawolves. Bryce French gets the first goal in Blue Ridge Bobcat history. And now we switch over to Detroit, where Motor City comes all the way back 2-0 to take this one in overtime, 3-2. That is your out-of-town scoreboard. And Brooks, what else is there left to say but for tomorrow night?
Well, I think it was a great game tonight, no matter how you score it up. When you thought the Black Bears were kind of in a lull, they dominate the third period, out shooting Danbury 15-1. Overtime saw a little bit of pushback, but both teams had some chances, one shot within each other. And unfortunately for them, they just fall on the empty side of the shootout. The power play did not look great, but the penalty kill looked good. So what do? You haven't scored a power play goal, but you haven't let one up either.
So that's still the 100% that I like to look towards when it comes to power play and penalty kill added together.
We'll see if they can fix it by tomorrow. Don't know how much skating they're going to do after this one, going the distance in overtime and then the shootout, so they might have the morning off. Puck drop at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Same 2 teams, same YouTube network for Breast Cancer Awareness Night. For my partner, Cole Parenti, I'm Brooks Hill, and everybody else back at the Binghamton Black Bears, we want to thank you for tuning into tonight's broadcast once again. We will talk to you again tomorrow for the Triple Cities Family Dental pregame show. We hope to see you at the arena, and if not, on YouTube. Have a good one, everybody.